Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy social surgery day 2. I hope everyone did their homework. I hope everyone is doing good. Let me know inside of the chat how you are doing today. Let me know, let me know, let me know. How is everyone doing today? Happy social surgery day 2. I am super excited about today. We are going to be talking all things content creation, really focusing on content today, how to create quality content as well. So I am super excited for today's session. Tajay said this day one homework was no joke, struggling with this real child. Okay, we're going to talk about it in just a second. And y'all have another real homework assignment for tonight as well. So I hope y'all ready for that one. If you did not get to the one for today. So give me a 1 in the chat if you did the homework from yesterday, the real homework, not the workbook homework. If you posted your real, I seen a couple of you guys post them. So I'm actually going to see if I can share my screen and let's look at some of y'all's homework, that those of you guys who did post it. I should be able to search on my computer through hashtag social surgery. Give me a 1 in the chat if you posted your homework. All right, cool. I see a lot of y'all posted it, a couple of y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm on my laptop today because we're going to be creating content together, so I need to be a little bit more mobile than my desktop. So I'm getting used to this like little small screen, but okay. Sharing my screen with y'all. Here we go. So I wanted you guys to basically post a reel yesterday with the hashtag social surgery challenge. And what I wanted you guys to do was film yourself doing the same thing you already do anyways, right? So if you're already, prepping for the day, if you're already setting up your lighting, one thing that you could do like I did was I just repurposed old content that I already had in my phone. So that's something else that you could do too. And I wanted you guys to just introduce yourself to your audience, talk about what it is that you do, and share a fun fact as well. So, and ask them a question towards the end. Give them a nice, good little call to action too. So let's look at some of the content. All right, y'all. So we got, let's see who we have here. We have, let me see, I got to move my screen. We have Blessed Beyond B. She gave us a nice reel today talking about, let's see what she was talking about. That she works as a children's mental health case manager. All right. She said that she's a curvy model. She's interested in faith, fashion, and lifestyle content creation. Perfect. This is a really, really good one. Like you gave us more than enough. And this is really, really good. So shout out to her for her reel today. Love it, love it, love it. Real good behind the scenes of her entire day today. All right, we got another one. This is from Miss April. Okay, Miss April, she got a little dance in her, a little sass. We love to see it. Okay. So she took my the example I showed you guys yesterday with that trending audio. So this is really, really good. And it's an easy one to go through and do. I mean, you got to do a little movement now, but I love it. I love to see it. Shout out to April. This one looks super, super good. All right, we got Miss Etta. Miss Etta, shout out to her. She's showing us some behind the scenes of her using Chat GPT. She's also showing us, let's see, the writer's strike is coming to an end. So she's talking about how she's incorporating Chat GPT into her business and different things along those lines. So shout out to Miss Etta. Let's see who else we have. All right, we got Flawless, the MUA, the best lighting for quality content. She's doing like an unboxing here. Okay. Cool. All right, let's see. Okay, cool. We got my girl here. She is showing us some behind the scenes of her business as well, talking about what is Black Extensions, her raw hairline. We love to see it. This is good. This is a really high quality video too. So shout out to you for that. That looks really good. And the hair is on point. And then we have my video here. I was just talking about being a business coach and scaling my business. So this is just some old content that I had from a Tampa VIP day that I had with one of my clients that I just went ahead and just repurposed. So shout out to everyone that engaged. I got a couple comments here that I need to go through and respond to. So shout out to all of y'all there. I think that was it. That was all of them. Yep. So shout out to all, 5 or 6 of you guys that did your homework for tonight. Definitely looking forward to more of y'all doing y'all homework tonight, okay, or tomorrow. We definitely want to make sure that we are executing on this information. Trust me, it is not as hard as you think that it is. It takes 2 seconds. Set up your tripod right now. Even if y'all want to stop what you're doing right now, go set up your tripod and show everybody, your friends and your family and your followers, that you are attending a business class right now, and you can have this entire screen, your entire screen as your backdrop too. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it tonight, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. What we are going to get started with tonight, just like I told you guys yesterday, we are going to get started with audits tonight. So I am going to be doing 10 audits. First 10 people to comment their social media will be the first 10 audits I do tonight. Ready, set, go. First 10. I'm going to be doing a lot more audits tomorrow because I know we didn't do audits yesterday. So tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and do 20 audits tomorrow, or depending on what time we wrap for tonight, I'll do another 10 tonight. So just comment away. All right, cool. So we got our first one right here. We got legacy. Leticia's legacy. So we're going to start there first. And then after that, we're going to get started with our presentation for tonight. And even if I'm not giving you an audit and I don't get to you tonight, please, please, please make sure that you pay attention, because something I might tell one person might be something that you really need to go through and fix on the back end of your social media as well. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it. We have Leticia's legacy. All right, so a couple of things that I'm already seeing. So at the top, we have your business name, which is Leticia's Legacy. So that is your business name. One thing I would definitely say is, like, your business name isn't bad. I would definitely go through and just make sure that it makes sense for your brand and your business. Is the only thing that I would go through and say there. So see if there might be a way for you to make sure that Leticia's legacy can tie back into the overall brand mission that you're trying to go through and accomplish for your business as well. So we have Leticia's legacy. We have your logo here. I would definitely go through and revamp your logo because it is very, very busy. So you want to make sure that your logos, you guys, are less is a lot more. If you want to just make it one font, one color, perfectly fine. So I would definitely like for you to go through and just change this out, take out maybe this halo effect, these flowers, this bird, and just make it a lot more simplistic for sure. All right, up next is one of the most important things on your social media. This right here, you guys, is your social media name. This right here up top is your username. So your username is usually where that @ sign is in front of. Your name is that bold text that you see right under your profile photo on your Instagram. What you want to make sure that you do, you guys, is this needs to have some type of SEO keyword. Instagram allows us to take advantage of organic and free SEO. So what does that mean? SEO stands for search engine optimization. If we go into Google right now, when we type in women's clothing, like we can literally try it right now. We can type in women's clothing. We're going to see a bunch of brands that we already know. First one came up, Shein. Stitch Fix is a pretty well-known brand as well. What was this? Nordstrom Rack, H&M, right? The reason why these brands are coming up first, you guys, is because these brands are paying Google big bucks in order to be found first when you type in women's clothing. If we go into Instagram and let's just type in women's clothing, we don't know none of these brands for the most part. Like, who knows any of these brands? Probably none of us for the most part, right? So that is what I mean by taking advantage of SEO. So you having your name here isn't doing your business any type of service, because Instagram is also a search engine. So we want to make sure that we take advantage of that SEO. So what I would want you to put here instead is something that has to do with your niche. If you sell women's accessories, that's what needs to be here. If you sell, mental health advice or whatever it is that you sell, you want to make sure that that is right here instead. All right, cool. Let's move forward, y'all. So moving forward into your bio, first line, I'm going to tell y'all the blueprint of everything that needs to go in your bio. Make sure you go through and write this down. If somebody wants to write it and put it inside the chat, feel free to go through and do that as well. So this is the exact formula that everyone needs to have in their bio. If you are a personal brand, of course, this is going to be a little bit different. So right now I'm talking to my business owners. I'm not talking to my content creators right now. I'll tell you guys what you need to have inside of your bio once I get a content creator audit up here. So first line in your bio needs to be your motto. What is the brand's motto? First line needs to be your motto. Second line after that needs to be talking or speaking to your target audience, right? So for example, Leticia's legacy, I might have my motto first on the first line. The second line, I might say something along the lines of, for women who want to self-improve through jewelry. I don't know, whatever it is that you feel like describes your target audience. For blah, blah, blah. For the everyday socialite. For the girl on the move. For the girl looking for simplistic makeup. For the girl of many plans. For the girl going on vacation. Whatever it is, it needs to say for the blank, whatever it is that you want to use to describe your target audience. The third line of your bio needs to be some type of initiative or incentive that you are giving your audience. Can they click the link in your bio and get a discount code? 20% off if you join our email list. That's an incentive. Do you have buy now, pay later? That's an incentive. Right now, do you have some type of free gift with purchase? That's in some type of incentive. So what is an incentive that people can get whenever they are visiting your website? Remember, I told you guys yesterday, we talked about value for value. So if I am giving my audience, if I'm asking them for leads, which means I want you to sign up for my email list, what value can I give you in exchange? And you can put that on that third line as well. Let me look through the chat to make sure anybody doesn't have any questions. All right, cool. Y'all can stop commenting your Instagram names because we're only doing 10 for right now, and then we'll do another 10 later on. The last line that you want to have inside of your bio, that needs to be a call to action. Call to action. What do you want these people to do? When I come in contact with your social media account, tell me what I need to do. Do I need to click the link in your bio and check out your latest collection? Do you want me to, what do you want me to do? When I get on your Instagram page, what do you want me to do? Right? Do you want me to go through and click the link in your bio and check out, the latest campaign you have? Like I said, do you want me to shop with you? Do you want me to join your email list? Do you want me to engage with you? Do you want me to comment something on a post? What is it that you want these people to do when they come in contact with you on social media? Perfect. Thank you so much, Erin, for putting that in there. First line motto, second line speaks to your target audience. Third line needs to be an incentive or some type of initiative. And then the last line needs to be a call to action. All right, perfect. Let's go through and move forward. Let's move forward. Let's look at these highlight covers. So one thing that I'm already noticing right off the bat, Leticia, that I would go through and change is like right here, you just say highlights. These need to just say whatever the highlight is, right? So I would definitely go through and just change this. So right here it says customers. I wouldn't say address your customers as customers. Give them a cute little name. Like Fashion Nova, for example, has Nova Babes. I think PLT has like PLT Girls or something along those lines. Give them a cute little quirky name that you might be able to go through and call them. So that way you have that there as well. So I would definitely change that from customers. If you don't want to say customers, or you don't have like a cute little pet name for your target audience, I would definitely just say reviews or testimonials or something along as seen on. I would definitely go through and change it like that. You don't want to call your customers, not publicly at least. Another thing here that I'm seeing is you have an entire highlight cover for shipping policy. I would go through and change that too. And I would change that to frequently asked questions. So I would just change that to frequently asked questions. And then you can put your shipping policy within that frequently asked questions, because there's a ton of other questions that you'll probably get from your customers as well. All right, cool. Let's move forward. All right, so looking at your content as I scroll through, one thing that I would definitely like to see more of is more showcasing behind the scenes of you creating the bracelets. So if you're selling these little cute bracelets, I would definitely like to see more behind the scenes of you creating them. Show us the space that you use in order to organize all these beads. What are you using to organize all of the different, materials that you're using? I would like to see a lot more of that for sure. Another thing that I would definitely like to see a lot more of as well is you showcasing the jewelry on actual hand models, I think could be really great for you too. So that way we can see what these things look like on. So like these glove photos are nice because we're able to pay a lot more attention to the jewelry itself. But I would love to see a lot more content where we can see it on an actual hand and doing something realistic. So maybe she's holding a book, or maybe she's holding a cup, and we can see the bracelet right there on her arm or anything along those lines. So I think that'll be really, really great for us to be able to see that as well. So yeah, I would definitely like to see more behind the scenes content, more actual practical content of the bracelets being worn, and also more content of, I think I said behind the scenes already. So yeah, give us just a little bit more here and I think we'll be good to go. Also another thing too, while I'm at it, is make sure you have a branding board, because a lot of your fonts and things that you're using are like a little bit like all over the place. And we want to make sure that we have the same fonts, the same colors that we're using on all of our posts, just to make sure things look a little bit more clean and polished and professional. All right, Leticia, that is all that I have for you there. Let's move forward to our next. It is P Bunny Party Favors. All right, cool. Let's get into it. P Bunny Party Favors. All right, so first things first that I'm already seeing is, girl, you are beautiful. You have a beautiful smile, but we need a logo. We need a logo. So we don't want to see you as beautiful as you are. We want to see the brand, honey. So I would definitely make sure that you take out this profile photo, put in a logo for your brand. That is exactly what we want to see instead. All right, cool. So you have party favors and event planning. One thing that is very important when you are in the event planning industry and when you are also in the party industry is making sure we know your location, right? Because if you're event planning, I need to figure out if you are in Tampa because that's where I'm at, right? Or if I'm in Atlanta, I need to know Atlanta event planning. So that's going to be something else that's going to help you when it comes to SEO. So if I go into Instagram and I type in Atlanta event planning, you're going to be able to come up for me because I'm looking for people in that actual city and actually in that state. So I would definitely love for you to update that with your location. All right, let's get into this bio. I'm not going to spend too much time here because I've already given you guys the formula for your bio. It looks like you did make some updates to it. Tell me your theme and watch me make it come to life. I think that's a pretty good motto. I would definitely see if you can shorten it just a bit to make it just a little bit more clean and concise. For people who love personalized events, I would add a D to the end of personalized right there. And then you have follow my page and join me along my journey. I would not say follow my page. I would say follow us and join us for your next upcoming event or something along those lines, because you don't want to make this page all about you. The page should be all about the business and all about the customers that you plan to go through and reach. So I would just make those small little tweaks there.
That last part.
And also let us know if there's some type of incentive that you have as well. Is there some type of discount code that you have? Is there some type of incentive that you have right now? Some type of special? Are you running like a package deal right now? That could be something that you can put on that third line. All right, highlights. If you guys want tips on highlights, what highlights should we have for our business? I'm going to give you guys like 3 or 4 universal highlights. They really just depend on your brand. But the first highlight everyone needs to have is going to be behind the scenes. You need an entire highlight for behind the scenes content. Your customers want to see behind the scenes. So you can have an entire highlight cover for behind the scenes. The next one that you want to have is frequently asked questions. So that way you don't have to sit there and ask people and answer questions all day. Frequently asked questions. After that, you want to have one called As Seen On. If you are a product-based business and you are providing clothing, makeup, eyelashes, whatever it is, you want to have a highlight called As Seen On. So that way you're able to showcase the people who have been wearing your clothing, and we can actually see how they look on actual human bodies. The fourth one that you guys want to have is one that you're able to use to highlight your customers. So you might have one just like I told you guys earlier. Fashion Nova has, like, for example, Nova Babes or anything along those lines. You can have that too. And then a last one that you can have is campaigns. So if you're running campaigns similar to the campaign that I'm running right now that you guys are a part of, which is called Social Surgery, that was an entire campaign that I did. So I would add that one into my campaign's highlight cover. So you want to make sure that you create those. So those are about what, 4 to 5 different highlights that you can go through and create as well. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. Give me 1 second, you guys. I have to make sure. I'm going to stop sharing real quick, make sure, because we have somebody who is stuck in the waiting room and I want to make sure that she gets in. So give me 1 second, you guys, and we're going to jump back into it. All right, cool. I just sent her over the correct link. All right, perfect. So let's get back into it. All right, so up next, one thing that I definitely would love to see a lot more of is what it is that you do. So right now we're seeing more graphics and more photos, and we're not seeing as many event planning. We're not seeing as many party favors. We see some here or there, but it looks like most of the things that you're posting are like your packages. We want to see what it is that you're doing. You can add these packages as a carousel. So if I can see the party favors, and then I can swipe and see this as like, the quotes or, the packages or something along those lines, that'll be better. But since you have all of these same photos over and over and over again, it is giving a little bit all over the place, to be honest. So I would definitely like for you to clean this up, and we want to see what it is that you do. Right. And then that's going to prompt us to go to your website. That's going to prompt us to go to, reaching out to you via DM or reaching out to you via email. But if all we see is all of these graphics promoting, it's going to go through and make you seem really salesy and not go through and make you seem as if you're really trying to help your audience. So go through and post more party favors. Go through and post more events and not as many graphics. One thing I always like to tell you guys is you need to have way more product on your social media than words. What are you selling? Are you selling words or are you selling products and services? We want to see the products and services because that's what you're selling. You're not selling the words. So you want to make sure that you either get rid of these or moving forward that you post a lot more party favors and event planning, behind the scenes that you've done in the past. That's my biggest thing for you there. All right, let's move forward to our next person. Let's move forward to our next audit. All right, where am I? All right, we have Erica, the designer, graphic designer. Erica, she is up next. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. So great SEO title right here. This is really good. Acuity sites, websites, marketing materials. I would even like for you to maybe take out one of these things and put in graphic design. I think that'll be better. Like marketing materials, I would take out marketing materials and I would put graphic design, because you have to think about your consumer, right? To you, the term marketing materials makes sense, but to the average consumer, they're not going to type in marketing materials because that's not their language. Remember, we talked a lot about language yesterday. Think about words and keywords and key phrases that your target audience would type and not what that the terminology is, right? So the way that I would talk to like a lot of my other business coach friends or a lot of my other entrepreneurship friends, I know the audience that I'm serving is beginning entrepreneurs, just like a lot of you guys. You probably started your business, maybe you haven't even launched yet, or you've started your business in the last maybe 2 years or so. So very new entrepreneurs. We're not going to use those big words that, we would go through and use when it comes to branding, because I know that my audience doesn't speak that language. So I would definitely take that out and just put graphic design. All right. So right here we have, I help beauty pros build their dream client base. This is great, but I feel like this is more so speaking from a business coach standpoint. So right here, you're saying help them build their dream client base. Essentially, you are helping them with that because you're giving them the marketing materials and the visual component in order to help them do it. But I would definitely like to see something along the lines of helping beauty pros brand their way to success. That's perfect right there, to be honest. Helping beauty pros brand their way to success. I would go through and put that. Because you're not really helping, even though you are helping them build their client base through their branding, that isn't essentially what you're doing, is helping them build their client base, as a business coach. Graphic and web designer, this looks good. I would definitely say who it is that you plan to serve. So we know that you're serving beauty pros, but give us a little bit more insight there, helping for the beauty pro stuck when it comes to her marketing, for the beauty pro looking to better market her business. Boom, there you go. You can go through and add that one there. And then we have a really great call to action here too. Tap the link to book for a free weekly biz and for free weekly business tips. That one looks really, really good. So great job there. All right, highlights. We have behind the scenes, perfect. Meet Erica, that's a really great one. Services and their reviews. These are fine. I definitely love those. I would even have another one for like our work or something along those lines so people can see what it is that you provide for them. All right, let's move forward. Let's see. All right, I like your content. Your content looks really, really great. And of course, it's going to look good because you have that graphic design eye. One thing that I would definitely love to see just a little bit more is behind the scenes of you creating the graphics. And even if you're doing like coaching, not necessarily coaching calls, but if you're doing consultations, I think that might be another form of content that you can go through and capture, just setting up your tripod in the back of the room. Maybe you're talking on Zoom with any of your clients. That could be something as well that you could be able to do too. Another piece of feedback that I think would be great is showcasing screenshots of your clients' reactions to when you send them your graphics. So for example, like my graphic designer, like her work is super, super great. And your work looks amazing as well. And I'm always hyping her up like, oh my gosh, I love this. And I'm pretty sure your clients are doing the exact same. Like, I love this. This looks super great. So you want to make sure that you're screenshotting those things. And that could be another form of content that you can provide them as well there too. But other than that, I think that this looks pretty good. I would just say keep at it and continue to do all the different content strategies that I'm giving you through this challenge. I feel like your content looks good. We just need more of it and more consistency. Other than that, you're doing great. All right, perfect. We are on number 4. Number 4, we're going to get through 10 before we start tonight, y'all. So tonight might be a little long. I'm not going to lie to y'all. All right, so up next we have Nita. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. And she is the owner of DMV Waxing. So let's go ahead and get started with hers as well. So we have your username here, which is fine. We have your profile photo. Since you are providing a service, I think that it's fine for you to have a picture of yourself, because at the end of the day, I want to know who about to be waxing me, okay? Even though I would love to see your logo, I want to see who's about to be waxing me. So I think that it's totally fine for you to have your photo here, because we can still see your logo through the actual photo itself. All right, so let's go ahead and get started into your bio. So we have specializing in Brazilian and full body waxing, gentle and painless. Let's see, we have licensed DMV, wax coaching. Okay, cool. I think that this works. I would say for you to maybe talk about the audience that you're trying to target. Like for the woman who is tired of painful waxing. So instead of saying gentle and less painful, say for the woman who's tired of painful waxing or something along those lines, because you're really speaking to who that person is instead of just saying gentle and painless. All right, highlights. We have reviews, wax room, information and tips, results, and exfoliation products. I think that this looks fine. I would even like to see behind the scenes is on here as well, so that we're able to see the behind the scenes of your space. We can even see behind the scenes of you waxing clients if they will allow that too. I would definitely like to see that as well. All right. Let's move forward. Let's do a content scan. All right, cool. It looks like you've been pretty consistent with your branding. All of your colors and fonts are the same. This is what I mean, you guys. So this is a really great example of making sure that we are consistent, because as you guys can see, as I'm scrolling, it looks like everything flows. Like this could be one giant picture if we want it to be. So you don't want to be messy when it comes to your content. You want to make sure that everything flows seamlessly. One thing that I would definitely say as a tip is I would love to see more content of you, because I think that it's really important when it comes to just choosing somebody who's waxing you. I feel like that's such a personal experience and you want to like know it's like me and my wax lady, me and her been together for a super, super long time, right? So you want to definitely make sure you have that personable connection with your audience. So it's almost as if they know you before they book the appointment with you. So I would love to see more content of you. Definitely showcasing, you know, what it is that you do for sure. I feel like that's like one of my number one tips. I feel like that, and then definitely making sure we do more reels. That's one thing that I'm not seeing a ton of as well. All right, cool, Anita. Shout out to you. That looks really, really good. All right, up next we have Jasmine, number 5. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so we got Jasmine at number 5, and we have a content creator. So I'll be able to give you guys who are content creators more insight on what you should have inside of your bio. So we have your username here. That looks perfect. One thing I would definitely say, Jasmine, is as a content creator, when brands are considering you for brand deals and when you're trying to get sponsorships and different things along those lines, they want to see your face, essentially. And it sounds bad, but the reason why they want to see your face is they want to see how, if they can picture you using their brand. So do you look like a consumer of their company? Do you look like somebody who would be actively using their product? So even though we can see you here, I would love to see something a little bit more up close and personal so we can actually see your face. I think that would be great. All right, so we have Jasmine Armstrong. We have Atlanta. I would definitely just add creator to the back of this. So Jasmine Armstrong, Atlanta creator. I think that would be perfect. All right, so let's get into your bio. So first line we have is content creator, creative. That is perfect for those of you guys who are content creators to have that there. We have a business linked here as well, so that is fine too. Another business linked here as well. We have your email address, and then we also have your location. Since you're already saying your location up here, I don't think that it's necessary for you to have it down here. Another thing that I would definitely add in here for those of you guys who are content creators is we need to know what type of content you create. Are you a lifestyle creator? Are you a beauty creator? Are you a fashion creator? What type of content it is that you create? I don't want to have to go through your content to guesstimate whatever it is that you do. So it looks like a lot of the content that you do is like restaurant reviews and different things along those lines. So I would love to see that up here instead. So it could be restaurant creator, restaurant reviews creator, whatever it is that you want to use to describe it, I think will be a lot better for you to do that as well. A lot of y'all are talking about the order. My order might be a little bit different for the audits. So I'm just going based upon the order that I see on my screen. So I'm not skipping anyone. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and move forward into content right now. All right, so one thing I would definitely suggest for you to do, Jasmine, is I would love for you to create a logo that you're gonna put on every single one of your restaurant reviews. So that way it keeps everything consistent. So for example, there's my graphic designer friend that I follow. Her name is Jalen Graphics. She does a really great job at this. She created an entire logo for her reels. And I want to show it to you guys. Like right here, as you guys can see this little logo that she created right here. I'm going to go back so that way y'all can see it. So this entire little logo right here that she created, this would be really nice for you to have something similar to this on your reels when you're doing your restaurant reviews. So that way it just keeps it consistent. So I would love for you to have something similar to that. So that way you're able to keep all of your restaurant reviews super consistent as well. And you can have that as your reel cover as well there too. All right, all right. The next thing that I would definitely like to see is more content of you and your face, because we don't see you at all. Not that much. We got you a couple peekaboos over here, but I would love to see more content of you as well mixed in here as well. So maybe some day in the lives, maybe just some photo shots of yourself, I think would be really, really great. But other than that, the content that I'm seeing from you from here, it looks pretty good. I don't have any major tips or anything like that, but just continue to do whatever it is that you're doing and making sure that you're taking all of the tips and tricks that we've been discussing throughout this challenge and implementing it. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward to our next audit. After Jasmine, I see Mary. So let's go ahead and move forward to Mary. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we have Mary, Motherhood Productivity Pro. Your profile photo looks great. I'm always a stickler for profile photos that we can see your face. So that one looks really, really good. So we have your username here, or your name rather, Mary Motherhood Productivity Pro. That looks fine. Elevating the idea that life ends when motherhood begins. Ooh, that's strong. That's a whole bar. That need to be on a t-shirt, Mary. I like that. That's really good. Elevating the idea that life ends when motherhood begins. That's really, really great. Right here we have mom, wife, 9-to-5er with big life goals, travel and lifestyle. I think that this is fine. This is really, really great because we know that you're talking about motherhood and productivity. So that looks fine. Highlights, me inspo places, wellness, me+2. If the me+2 is motherhood, I would just change it to motherhood, just so that way your audience knows what me+2 is, so that way they don't have to guess. Just like I had to guess, like me+2, I would assume that would be your kids, but if you didn't say anything about motherhood on your profile, I wouldn't assume that that would be kids, or, you know, consistent of motherhood. So I would definitely like for you to go through and make that update. All right, all right. So for you to say Motherhood Productivity Pro, I would like to see you being a mom. Like, I don't see anything here talking about motherhood. Everything's just about you, or maybe about the events that you've attended. But if you're going to call out motherhood being the sole purpose of this entire profile, or you're talking about elevate, you know, life ending when motherhood, you know, all of that, I would definitely like to see more behind the scenes of you being a mom. I know people are a little bit funny sometimes with posting their kids, but if you're going to say that motherhood is the whole sole purpose of this profile, you definitely have to showcase you being a mom. So I would definitely make sure that you have that. That's like the biggest thing here, that I would definitely like to see updated for sure. And of course, more video content, as well. All right. Hopefully that was helpful for you, Mary. All right, up next, you guys, we have Jasmine Johnson. And let me see how many we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right now, Jasmine Johnson is 7. Up next, we have Kiara. All right, cool. So we have Jasmine, and let's go ahead and get into it. So we have Jasmine here. We have your profile photo. Similar to what I told the other Jasmine, we would definitely want to see more of your face. So I would definitely love to see like one of these photos that you have here, and just zooming in just a little bit closer on your face would be great. Or just keeping the same one you have just so we can see your face more. We have your name. I would definitely like you to have that straight up and down dash, and put content creator, and also put your location. That's something really important there as well. Creating a life I love, lifestyle, self-care, cocktails, and then we have your business links here, and then we also have a link in bio. Another thing that you can put here too, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this. I know a lot of you guys told me this last week too, and I did a little bit of research on it, but also adding your email inside of your bio could be a really great thing for you to do too, just in case if people don't see the actual Instagram email, click for you to go through and click that. So you can add that into your bio too. All right, so we have Jazz Fitness, Boy Mom, Business, My Angel Drinks, and then Coffee, and then we have Cancun. I would definitely just add a highlight cover here for travel, and then just take out Cancun and just make it a travel highlight, so that way you can just continue to keep it updated whenever you do some traveling. All right, let's move forward. Ooh, I love the content quality. This looks really, really great. Definitely giving us lifestyle for sure. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the top. So you said lifestyle, self-care, and cocktails. So that is exactly what we should be seeing when it comes to your content. I can definitely see it. So I'm seeing you in a robe. That's definitely giving us self-care vibes. I'm seeing lifestyle, which is you out and about. And then I'm definitely seeing a couple cocktails. I would like to see more cocktails throughout your content too, especially if that's something that you're going to call out that you're providing when it comes to your content. Another thing that I would like to see more of is behind the scenes of whatever business this is. Are you like a graphic designer or something? Let's see, a branding agency. So I would like to see some more content as well as it relates to maybe you running the branding agency, just so that way we can see the behind the scenes as well as you being a business owner and a marketer essentially as well. All right, cool. That's all I really have for you, Jasmine. Just more, just some more. More, and I think we will be good to go. Other than that, the content quality that you are producing looks really, really great. All right, so up next we have Forever Flawless 44. All right, cool. All right, cool. So first things first that I would definitely say to you, Kira, I think I probably told you this like way long ago when I did a coaching session with you, probably like a year plus ago, is see if you can get your brand name without the 44. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be taken because Forever Flawless is like a very, it's a trendy name. I would see if you can get shop in front of it or shop dot Forever Flawless or Forever Flawless Beauty. When you guys are like having your names, try to see if you can get it without numbers, without hashtags, without underscores, I'm sorry, without periods. You just want to have the name and that's it. You don't want to have periods and underscores and all those things or even numbers. Unless the 44 is significant to the business. If it's just like it is?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. If it's significant to the business, perfect. Then go ahead and keep it. So great job there since it's significant to the brand. All right, moving forward, we have your logo. I would definitely like to see maybe either a logo change or a better version of your logo so that way we're able to read it. So if I didn't know that your brand was called Forever Flawless, I probably wouldn't be able to read that this says Forever Flawless. Like the background that you have on your Zoom right now, I feel like it's probably better than the one that you have right here.
Yeah, this is my updated logo.
That one looks so good. So I would definitely
you like that better.
That
okay.
Yeah, I like that one better.
Okay.
Right here where you have Tampa's Beauty Professional, I would move this up here because this is going to be way more SEO friendly than just beauty, than just self-care and beauty. So I would just put Tampa's Beauty Professional right here instead. And similar to what I've told everyone else before, first line needs to be your motto. Second line needs to be who are you serving? Third line needs to be an incentive or some type of initiative that you are doing. And then the last line needs to be some type of call to action.
Okay.
So definitely go through and update that.
Yes.
If you do want to mix it in with some of these other things that are pretty important with your brand, I would definitely do that as well. So like travel MUA, I would maybe add that somewhere along the lines inside of your bio too. Deposit required, I wouldn't put that inside of your bio. And then text only, that should be something that we should be able to find maybe inside of your like your website or anything along those lines. When people are looking to book you, they should be able to see that it's text only there. All right, cool. So up next, I would love for you to update all these highlight covers, inconsistent, like being with your new logo. So with your new logo, the gold and also the black, I would like to see that and just getting rid of like this purple shade because it's just going to make everything look a lot more seamless and just put together. So I would definitely go through and update that as well. All right, cool. Update all of your highlights according to your new logo too. All right, so let's go ahead and just scroll through your content. So one thing that I would definitely suggest that you don't do moving forward, because you probably have been having a hard time doing it sometimes, because everyone tells me that, is when y'all do these like 3 post things, these are so hard to keep track of because now you have to upload something to keep track of it so that way it's all in one frame. Try not to do that because you're spinning your wheel sometimes. So I would definitely go through and do that too. I would definitely take that out for sure. Take that out or keep it for now, but just don't do it continuing moving forward. Because I know like sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, now I got to find a third photo to go through and type in. And now you got to sit here and try to find content just to keep your content in order. So I would definitely just say refrain from doing that as well. All right, so moving forward, when it comes to your content overall, I would definitely like to see a lot more behind the scenes of you going to different places, doing makeup, or you just doing a lot of your clients' makeup. I definitely would love to see a lot more of that as well. And then also some more product photography too. So if you're selling, your mink lashes and you're selling your lip glosses and your robes, we definitely need to see a lot more of that as well inside of your content. So definitely post a lot more of it, of what it is that you're doing too.
Okay.
Another tip that I would give you too is doing how-to videos as well. Could be really great for you as well. So don't do too many how-to videos because you don't want your clients being like, oh, well, I know how to do it myself, so I don't have to book a makeup artist. No. But at the same time, you do want to provide them with some how-to or instructional videos since you are providing them with beauty products as well. All right, perfect. All right, Kira, that is all that I have for you. We just need more, and more higher quality content as well.
Okay.
Let
Yeah.
me scroll up. All right, we got, what was that? 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have Jazz Network and we have Dekara. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. That'll be our last two for now. And then depending on what time we wrap up tonight, you guys, I'll be doing some more either tonight or we'll do a ton tomorrow, since tomorrow will be the last day of the challenge. All right, so we have Giselle. That is who we have. All right, cool. So content creator. So right here we have Creative Black. We have as your username, totally fine. Same thing that I've told everyone else. Let's zoom in just a little bit more so we can see your face, because we all know those profile photos on a phone screen is a lot smaller than this. So I would definitely love to see your face. Giselle Creative Black is totally fine. Make sure you, put that straight up and down dash and then put your location and also creator. So that way we know where it is that you are based. Right here you have like 1111, content creator, mom, life, YouTuber, business owner. Unfortunately, using hashtags inside of your bio is not going to give you any more traction. So don't use hashtags inside of your bio, you guys. Just use regular keywords. Those are not going to go through and trigger the algorithm to get you more seen or get you more notice or get you more virality. So just use regular words and let us know who it is that you're serving, what type of content it is that you're creating. Another thing that you have here is launching soon. All skincare products will be available on my website, September 30th, 2023. This is really, really long and wordsy. I would just say relaunching, tag your skincare business, and then just put the date. So we don't need like products will be on your website, because they should be available on your website. Where else would they be, you know? So I would definitely go through and just make that update. Definitely make sure that you update these highlight covers to be the highlight covers that we've discussed tonight, behind the scenes, as seen on. What else did we talk about? Maybe about the founder, whatever it is that you call your target audience. Maybe all of those different highlight covers. I would definitely want you to go through and update all of those with the highlight covers that we've discussed tonight. All right, moving forward. All right, cool. The content that you have on here looks pretty good. Like I'm seeing mom life, I'm seeing beauty, I'm seeing skincare. All right, cool. Since you're a content creator, I don't want to say there's a bad type of content. I don't want to say like being a content creator, you can't create bad content, because you absolutely can. I feel like when you are a content creator, quantity is sometimes a little bit better than quality. Whereas when you're a business owner, quality is better than quantity. So as a content creator, the more content you produce, the more chances you have in order to reach your audience, because you're just a content creator. And 9 times out of 10, you're sharing your everyday life. And if your everyday life looks like what it is, that's totally fine. Being a business owner, quality is a lot more important than quantity, because your audience, of course, wants to shop with brands who are providing them with value. So definitely keep that in mind. So looking at this, I would definitely say just a lot more content, especially as it relates to motherhood, skincare, and content creation overall. I would like to see a lot more of it. Same thing I've told everyone else yesterday. Please, you guys, try not to put these TikTok watermarks on Instagram. They are going to flag it. So don't put that. And that's another way that you'll get shadow banned as well. So try not to put anything referring to TikTok, those watermarks, on your Instagram page. All right, Jasmine, keep it up. We just want to see more and more quality content and more quantity as well. All right, our last audit before we get started with tonight's presentation, we have Dekira. Hopefully I'm saying your name right.
Hey, it's Dekara, but no problem. I go
Dekara?
by so many different names.
No worries. Dekira. Okay, perfect. All right, so we have Glow in Scrubs. All right, cool. So we have your username up here. We have your logo here. I would say your logo doesn't look bad. The only thing that I probably would change about it is maybe making sure that this purple can be seen a little bit better. So even if you want to change out this black one for the white one, I feel like it might be a little bit easier to read. So I would just go through and maybe change that small update, but that's just me. If you feel like it looks fine to you, keep it. It's just me being a little bit of a stickler sometimes when it comes to like logos and product photos or profile photos rather. All right, same thing I've told everyone else. Definitely make sure that you update this to be as relates to SEO. So if you're providing scrubs or if you're providing some type of service, we definitely want to have that there. So scrubs for the everyday healthcare provider, or, you know, scrubs, fashionable scrubs, or something along those lines. Even if you want to just put this, exactly what you have here is totally fine too. Functional and stylish scrubs. That could be something that you could put there as well. All right, making sure you update your bio. First line motto, second line needs to be for your target audience. Third line needs to be an incentive or some type of initiative. Last line needs to be a call to action. That goes for everyone who is a business owner. All right, after that, we have our website, which is Glowing Scrubs, which is perfect. Definitely make sure we update these highlight covers, and let's make sure that they're, inside of the same fonts, and also making sure the colors are the same too. So behind the scenes, as seen on, basically all the ones I've been telling y'all all night, okay? Making sure we update those highlight covers to make sense for our brands. I would even be really unique with your brand, since you're providing scrubs, is maybe having different scrubs or different highlight covers depending on the healthcare provider. So you might have like a category, a highlight cover for nurses, dental hygienists, or, you know, I know sometimes these days, a lot of makeup artists, nail techs, hairstylists sometimes even wear scrubs, and just putting that on there too. So definitely making sure that you update that as well. All right, looking at your content, same thing that I told someone else earlier, I forget who it was. Let's calm down just a little bit on the words, right? So we don't want to have a ton of words on our social media. More products than words is exactly what we want to go through and have. So making sure that we update this with a ton of ton of product photos and not a ton of words. Another thing that I would love to see here too is more lifestyle content. So like right here, you have these like nice group shots, but I would love to see more of these, and also make them look a little bit more realistic, because they do look very like modelly. And they look kind of salesy as well. So I would definitely like to see more actual realistic and real life photography too when it comes to your scrubs as well. But other than that, I would like to just see more content, even behind the scenes of you wearing your scrubs. If you're in the healthcare field, a day in the life would be really nice, and we're showing the scrubs as well. Other than that, more content, more content, more content. All right, perfect. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started with tonight's session. We got all of our audits out. Like I said, depending on what time we finish tonight, we'll hop in and do more audits. But we are already an hour in. So let's go ahead and get started, because tonight is going to be really, really good. So I am going to share my screen with you guys in just a second. I'm just pulling up tonight's presentation. And then I also need to pull up tonight's workbook too. Or not tonight's workbook, the workbook pages as well. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and let's get started with our session for tonight. I will be doing a live demonstration of me creating content. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well. All right, y'all. So welcome to night 2, day 2 of the social surgery challenge. Tonight, you guys, we are going to be talking all about creating quality content and making sure we are creating content that is captivating. Make sure that you guys go ahead and write down all of your questions, because we will be doing a Q&A later on after I do the demonstration. We'll also do another giveaway tonight, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. So talking about tonight, creating quality and also captivating content. I'll skip my introduction, but if you're just joining us for tonight, I am Troya Monet, your social surgeon for the next day or day and a half, essentially. So tonight, you guys, we are talking all about creating content that captivates. Give me a 1 in the chat if you like Troya. I want to create some content that is going to captivate my audience. I want to do and create some content that is going to captivate my audience. I am tired of creating mediocre content that is not getting in the hands of my audience. All right, cool. We got a bunch of ones. All right, so first thing that we're going to dive into tonight, you guys, is we're going to be talking about tips and tricks that you guys need to be using over whatever time frame it is that you're going to be using in creating content that is not going to allow you to spend a lot of money. One thing that I am very passionate about that I told you guys before is doing marketing without having to spend a lot of money on the marketing. So that is one thing that we are going to talk about tonight, is creating that captivating content. After that, like I told you guys, I am going to be doing a live content demonstration. I'm really excited about it. I set up my whole little room over here with my lights and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do some content creation tonight as well. So I'm going to be doing a live demonstration. I'm also going to be teaching you guys how to edit photos, how to touch up your photos. As y'all can see, I came on here yesterday with a beat face. It is on purpose that I did not do my makeup tonight, so that way I can show you guys how you can take photos and how you don't have to wear makeup. I'm going to show you guys how you can edit makeup onto your photos tonight. So that is one thing that we are going to talk about later on, is how to edit your photos when you do not have on makeup. So that is what we are going to talk about tonight. I'm going to show y'all how to give yourself a whole beat face and you don't have no makeup on. So we're going to talk about that later on. All right, so let's get into it. So I want you guys to let me know inside of the chat, what is your biggest content struggle? What is your biggest content struggle when it comes to creating content? Quality, okay, quality. What else, what else, what else? Ideas, creativity, both ideas, camera quality, the time needed to post. All right, perfect. Consistency, what to post, music. All right, finding my people. All right, all right, all right, perfect. Let's get into it, you guys. So here are 4 of the top reasons why your content is not reaching your audience. 4 of the top reasons your content is not reaching your audience. Number 1 is your content is simply not standing out, right? You're honestly not thinking outside of the box. You're not being creative, right? Your content is blending in with everyone else's. Yesterday, we talked a lot about the algorithm, and the reason why the algorithm exists is so that our content can be curated based upon our wants and our needs as consumers of content, right? Another thing too is that you're copying the same content that everyone else is creating instead of creating your own lane of content as well. Number 2 is there is no messaging. So what do I mean by messaging? You are not actually speaking to your audience. You're not speaking their language. You're not speaking to their pain points, and you're not speaking to their desires, right? You're talking about your product, but you're not talking about the benefits, right? You want to talk about the benefits. Don't tell me why. Don't tell me I need your lip gloss. Tell me why I need your lip gloss. Don't tell me I need your jumpsuit or your dress. Tell me why I need it. Tell me the benefits of it. What are some of the different features of the product that, is going to go through and get my attention, right? Remember, you want to speak to your target audience's pain points. What are issues are they facing? And you want to talk about the issues. You don't want to talk about the greatness of it. Talk to them about what it's going to do for them and how it's going to help them. Number 3 is your audience can't find you, right? You want to create content that is discoverable, right? So with a wide range of people on the internet, you definitely want to make sure that you're creating content that is discoverable. So for example, yesterday I talked to you guys all about how when you're creating content, you want to make sure that you're creating it for your non-followers, and you don't want to create content for the people who are already following you. Whenever you're creating content, think about how can I create it for the masses? I'm not creating content for the people that I already follow. And I told someone else this yesterday too. She was talking about how do you go from personal brand, personal Instagram to content creator? You're creating content for the masses. You're not creating content for your friends and your family. And then number 4, you guys, is a lot of you guys are creating content like a car salesman. Your content is too salesy, and everybody can sense it and everybody can see it. You look like a car salesman through your content. You're like holding this, buy me now, shop now, shop now. No, you want to create content as if you are already your target audience and they're just consuming the content essentially. So that is what you guys are, some of the reasons why your content is not reaching your target audience. All right, so tonight, you guys, we are going to talk about my Captivate method. If you are one of my students in here, you've probably seen this method before, and this is one thing that has really helped me up my content game because I always keep this in mind whenever I'm creating something as well. Whenever I'm creating content, I try to go through and keep this formula in mind. And this is also a part of your workbook homework for tonight, the Captivate method. So every single letter of captivate stands for something that we need to make sure that we're doing when we're creating our content. So C stands for creativity, A stands for audience, P stands for persuade, T stands for the buyer's journey, I stands for identity, V stands for valuable and variety. I couldn't choose a V word, so we put both because they're both just as important. A stands for a story, T stands for timely, and E stands for effective. So this is the captivate method, and we're going to take a deeper dive into it right now. So C, definitely making sure that we're creating content that is creative. You want to use your imagination. You want to come up with unique ideas. The best way to come up with unique ideas, you guys, when it comes to creating content or when it comes to anything within business, is to not think about it. I always tell my clients, I know Tajay's in here, I tell her this all the time. I get my best ideas, y'all, when I am not doing business stuff. When I am at the gym and I'm on the treadmill and I'm sweating and I'm like, Lord, it's time for me to get off of this Stairmaster. It's time for me to get off this treadmill. That's when I think about the best ideas, when I'm not thinking about it, right? I know a lot of you guys sometimes have troubles finding business names. The best business names will come to you when you are not thinking about it. So whenever it comes to creativity, creativity comes to you through relaxation. Creativity comes to you through rest. So think about how you can be creative. A couple of things that you can do in order to get ahead of that curve is start researching your competitors. What is your competitors not doing? Those are you guys who are content creators. Look at the different content creators out there who are really thriving right now. What are they doing really great at? What are they not doing really, really great at? How can you insert your brand into that discussion, right? Study your industry. Read up on magazines. What's the latest news when it comes to your industry? If you are selling any type of product and you are not following Retail Boss on Instagram, you are doing something wrong. Everybody needs to be following Retail Boss. Write that down. Retail Boss on Instagram. They are a retail and e-commerce news outlet. Anytime that there is some wild, crazy news, or anytime there's news about different brands, they're always sharing it. Read different articles. Stay up to date on your industry. That'll also help you be more creative. Another thing that you can do too is weekly brainstorms. Brainstorm with your business besties. A lot of you guys are in here. How many people we have in here? 98 people. Go through, everybody commented their Instagram name earlier. Connect with those people. Hey, next week, do you want to meet on Zoom so we can do a brainstorming session? Me and my business besties do it all the time. That's how I even got the idea to do social surgery, talking to one of my business besties. And we came up with this entire idea together. So form those relationships with the people you already have. Brainstorm with the people who are already in your corner. Everybody already commented their Instagram name. If you're not following all of those people, you're missing out on that different form and different way that you can go through and build your creativity. So that is C. Up next is audience. We've talked a lot about target audience yesterday, so I won't go into great detail. But all in all, you definitely want to, of course, create content for your target audience. The content that you create is not for you. The content you create is to serve other people. So you want to keep that in mind. It's going to build your trust. It's also going to go through and build that organic relationship and resonate well with your target audience as well. Making sure we speak to their pain points. Just like I put here on this last bullet. Create every single ounce of content for your audience, not for you. All right, up next is to persuade. Persuade. So one of the best marketing tactics, you guys, is to manipulate your consumers' thoughts and lead them to purchase. Manipulate their thoughts and persuade them to purchase. One thing that you can definitely do that is a really strong marketing tactic is FOMO. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. How many of you guys have gone to the grocery store before and you see like last chance or buy one, get one free or limited edition or anything along those lines? That is the brand creating FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Also that sense of urgency, you know, those are also different marketing tactics that you can go through and do as well. Encouraging your customers to leave testimonials and reviews is also a really great way to persuade them to purchase. And like I told you guys earlier, calling out the benefits, telling your audience why this is even a must-have product that they even need to go through and purchase. All right, up next, you guys, is the buyer's journey. I'm not going to spend too much time here because I'm actually going to be teaching a masterclass about this in the next few weeks. But the buyer's journey is super important, especially as Black Friday comes up. And a lot of you guys are going to be participating in Black Friday. Even if you're a content creator, you need to be upping your content game right now. A lot of these bigger brands, they are looking for creators to create content for Black Friday. So you need to update your content right now if you are a content creator. But the buyer's journey, you guys, I'm going to be talking about it in more simplistic terms. Of course, a lot of people teach it in different ways. Some people teach it a lot longer than this 3-step method. But the 3 steps for the basic way to understand the buyer's journey is first awareness. We have to make our target audience aware of our brand. After that is the consideration, right? The way that I like to think about the buyer's journey is, think about it this way. Let's say your best friend has a wedding coming up. You probably got like 5 tabs open on your computer screen with different sites looking for a dress for your friend's wedding. You probably got Shein up. You probably got Fashion Nova up. You probably got Pretty Little Thing up. You might have Forever 21 up. You might have some other boutiques up, all on your computer screen on different tabs. That means that you are in the consideration stage. And you want to make it easy for your customer to choose you over your competitor. So you got 5, they have 5 different tabs up, and your brand is one of them. How are we going to get them to choose us? That's the consideration stage. And then lastly is the decision stage. That is when they are going to make the decision of whether or not they are going to purchase from your brand and from your business. All right, let's move forward. So like I told you guys earlier, this is all about the awareness stage. People are looking for answers. They're looking for resources. They're looking for education. They're looking for insight. At this awareness stage, this is where customers, they know that they have a problem, right? We talked all about the problem solution for the last few days. They know that they have a problem. They may have a problem as simple as they want to find a dress for a wedding. Like, I'm going to be going to Jamaica in the next few weeks to go to a friend's wedding, and I still don't have nothing to wear. So I have a problem. My problem is I got to find something to wear to this wedding. So you have to go through and be the solution to that problem. So that is all about awareness. Your customer has a problem and you want to be the solution to that problem. Up next is consideration. At this stage, your customer is doing heavy research. Just like I told you guys, they have 20 different tabs open on their screen right now. They're trying to figure out which one is going to be the best solution to their problems. You want to be the best solution to their problems. And you can do that through your content creation. As long as you make it easy to read, easy to understand, and make it seem like it is an irresistible product for them to purchase. I just had a coaching call earlier with T. I don't know if T's on here or not. But one thing that I talked to her about was doing video content inside of her actual product pages on her website. So you guys know, whenever somebody clicks on something to purchase it, you have an entire page dedicated to that product. Have a video on there. Have a video of you walking inside of that piece of inventory. Or like Kira, for example, she's selling beauty products. Have some swatches. Show us how it looks and how it applies on the lips. Show us you put in the eyelashes on those product pages. Take your content. Don't only post your great content on social media. Post your great content on your website too, because we want to see both of it. Another thing at the consideration stage that'll help you guys is, of course, email marketing. I won't go into crazy in depth into that. Informational graphics, similar to, you know, showing information on your actual social media post is another really great thing that you can go through and do as well. So that is all things consideration. All right, lastly is the decision-making stage. This is where your customers are going to be purchasing your product. So amping up your content on reviews, testimonials. This is where you might want to go on Instagram Live and do try-ons or do product demonstrations. So this is all about the decision-making stage. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a full masterclass talking about the buyer's journey probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So make sure you guys continue to follow me on Instagram, continue to check your emails, because you guys will get a notification on that. And that will be a free masterclass. So make sure you join that one too. All right, after that, you guys, is identity. Identity. How does your logo look? What are your brand colors? What are the designs? You don't want to just choose brand colors that you like. You want to choose brand colors that make sense for your audience. What is the story behind your audience, right? Don't just choose pink because pink is your favorite color. Nobody cares that pink is your favorite color, just to be honest with you. Nobody cares that you like purple, and nobody cares that you like blue. What is your target audience like? What colors speak most and speak best to your target audience? This brand is not about you. This brand is about the audience that you plan on serving and the audience that you plan on impacting, right? So stay true to your brand and be consistent with your branding too. The only time that I recommend you guys to step outside of your branding colors is when it's time for you to do a campaign, right? So of course, when Christmas comes up, you're going to be adding red. Of course, when it's fall, you're going to be doing your oranges and your browns and your burgundies, right? Of course, when it's summer, you're going to be doing your loud and more neon colors. That's the only time where I think that it's acceptable for you to step outside of your brand colors. All right, so we got identity. We have V. V stands for valuable and variety. Like I told you guys before, it was hard for me to choose something that sound like a V word. I had to choose both of them because they're both equally important. So you want to create content that is, of course, valuable, and you want to create a variety of different content, right? So produce high quality content. Make sure that your photography is clear. Making sure that you're using really great settings on your phone. I'm going to show you guys some of the different settings that I use on my phone here in just a second once we do our demonstration. You want to definitely use different types of content. Like I told you guys yesterday, we talked about all the different types of Instagram content that's out there. Change it up. Give your audience a variety. Pre-plan your photo shoots. Do mood boards, different things along those lines, so that way you can make sure that you're providing your audience with variety and also high quality content as well. All right, a story is A. We want to give them a story. I talked about this yesterday, but I'll definitely reiterate it. Storytelling is super important. Tell us what happened. Tell us why you are here. Tell us the different stories as it relates to your day. Tell us, like I told y'all yesterday, how your boss had you messed up. You probably don't want to post that because you don't want your boss to see it. But hey, if you feel like your boss not following you and it might be entertaining for your audience, talk about it. You know, talk about how, you know, you had a really hard time finding pieces to wear because you were plus size, because you are plus size, and, you know, plus size women don't have as many fashion options. Talk about that. You know, talk about, you know, the different things that you feel like your audience can go through and relate to. The main character of the story should always align with your target audience. The conflict of the story should always be the conflict that your audience is facing. Be authentic. Share real life stories and real life examples. So definitely go through and do that as well. So a couple of different things that you guys can do for storytelling is talk about your customer reviews, talk about experiences, talk about your company's history, talk about things that have happened behind the scenes. Those are a couple of different things that you can do in order to do some really great storytelling. All right, we are almost done. T. T stands for timely. This is probably one of my favorite ones, and one that I feel like I want to start taking a little bit more advantage of as well. So timely. Somebody let me know inside of the chat, and it is really getting on my nerves that I keep seeing it. What is something timely that everybody's talking about right now? Let's see. What is everybody talking about right now? Bridget hit it right on the head. Yes, Bridget. Taylor Swift and freaking Travis Kelce. I am tired of hearing about it. And I'm like, let these people date in peace, Lord. Let these people date in peace. So think about, how is there a way that you can insert your brand inside of that, right? Maybe there's a subject line that you can put inside of your, and Krishan and Blueface. I'm tired of hearing about them too, right? So figure out if there's a way that you can merge your content and make it sense for what's going on in pop culture. So for example, if the BET Awards is on and you're a fashion brand, figure out how you can insert the BET Awards into your branding. If it is the VMAs, how can we go through and insert that? Super Bowl is coming up real soon, y'all. Figure out a way that we can insert the Super Bowl into our branding as well. Back to school just passed. Think about those different timely things. We all know that Black Friday is coming up, of course. So think about that too. Y'all, one of my hidden gems that I also used to do when I had Wanted Wardrobe at the time is I used to look at all the unique holidays. I'm about to pull it up so that way y'all can see it. Is all you have to do is go on Google and just type in unique holidays 2023 and just go to like this link. Holiday Insights is usually where I would go. And this is going to tell you all the fun and weird and quirky holidays. And this is another really great way that you can get some really cool and unique content as well. Scroll through. All right, we're about to be in October. So let's see, what are some of the different cool days in October? So for example, on October 16th, everybody in here is a boss. You better make a post on October 16th. That's National Bosses Day. So that could be a post that you can go through and do too. The 28th is National Make a Difference Day. You might want to do some type of maybe giving back and create content around that. So think about those days. October 6th is World Smile Day. That could be something that you can go through and create too. And so on and so forth. There's all of these like really unique and quirky days that we can go through and take advantage of outside of just creating the content that we create on an everyday basis as well. That's going to help you as well with creating that unique content. All right, let's hop back into the slides. All right. So when it comes to like that Taylor Swift news, that is called newsjacking. We used to do it when I used to work in journalism and public relations. It's called newsjacking. You are basically taking the attention from another brand, or not necessarily another brand, but another life event, and you're inserting it into your own branding. It's called newsjacking. Also making sure we're taking advantage of the weather, the seasons changing, different things along those lines. But this does not mean to ever shy away from your evergreen content. Your evergreen content is the content that you're going to just produce on an everyday basis. Ooh, Tajay said October 1st is National Coffee Day. So definitely see if there's a way that you can incorporate that. I know a lot of people do like those Starbucks giveaways. That could be something that you can do as a give back to your audience as well on October 1st, National Coffee Day. All right, lastly is effective. We ultimately, and this is a really great way to wrap it up as our last word of captivate, is we have to make sure that the content is effective, right? We want to make sure that we're creating content that is result driven. Every single time you produce a piece of content, think about, what do I want this content to do for me and my brand? Do I want it to engage? Do I want it to get more followers? Do I want more people to save it? You know, what is this piece of content going to be doing? What is the goal behind this piece of content? You want to measure the results, right? So that all in all is going to help you create better quality content. All right, you guys. So we are done with the Captivate method. We are done. I'm going to go back to this slide so we can just do a quick recap. Captivate method is creativity, audience, persuade, the buyer's journey, identity, value and variety, a story, timely, and also effective. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, you guys. So we are moving forward to the next half of tonight. Glad we kind of got through that quickly, because I know all of y'all are here for this live demonstration that we're about to do. So let's go ahead and get into it. So before we do the live demo, I do want to talk to you guys about iPhone settings and just kind of giving y'all like a rundown of like iPhones and different things like that. I don't know Android, so I'm sorry if you got an Android. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to work one. But we're going to be talking about iPhones tonight for my iPhone people out there, because I know most people do have an iPhone. LP says she has an iPad. Okay, cool. You can do the same thing with your iPad too. All right, so I am about to share my iPhone screen with you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb so nobody calls. All right, perfect. And we're going to go into our settings. All right, cool. She said, I screamed. I'm crying. Y'all are so funny. All right, so I am going to share my iPhone screen. Somebody let me know when y'all can see it. It's still loading. Let's see what's taking so long. Okay, y'all can see it now? Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So we are in our settings on our iPhone. So we want to scroll down, scroll until we see camera. We want to click on camera. So first things first, I'm going to walk y'all through this. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't know all the different settings. I just know the basics, but I'm going to tell y'all what I know. Formats, we want to make sure that we are in high efficiency. You want to make sure that you are in high efficiency. A lot of y'all could be doing this right on your phones as I'm going through it, so you don't miss anything. High efficiency. If you are on most compatible, that is just going to save you storage. I don't care about storage. My storage is full every other day. I just delete some stuff. I'm not going to lie to y'all, but high efficiency, it is going to take a lot of your storage. So just keep that in mind. After that, you want to make sure that you toggle on Pro RAW. That means that you are going to get the raw images every single time you take a photo. And that's just going to make sure that everything is always in the highest quality. Also, you want to make sure that Apple ProRes is also on, because you're going to get the highest resolution, which means that it's going to be the clearest, it's going to be the most high quality. She said, where is RAW? I am on an iPhone Pro Max. I should have mentioned that earlier. So I am on an iPhone Pro Max. So my settings might be a little bit different than yours. So just keep that in mind as well. Or you might need to update your phone. So just keep that in mind too. So this is still being recorded. So if you need to update your phone and come back to this recording during the replay, you can go through and do that too. So this is how your settings should go through and look. And you always want to make sure that it's on 48 MP for the Pro RAW. All right, let's go back. After that, this is really, really, really important. You want to shoot in 4K. Everybody needs to be shooting in 4K. That's what's going to give you the highest quality video. Another thing you want to do too is you want to do enhanced stabilization. What that is going to be is for my people who are shakers. Like, I don't know what it is, but I have the worst steady hand ever. I do not have a steady hand whatsoever. Every time that I'm recording something, I have to use both hands to just make sure that it's stable. So you want to ensure that you have the enhanced stabilization. That's what's going to help it not be shaky. The next thing that you want to toggle on is the high definition resolution video. That needs to be toggled on as well. All right, perfect. All right, cool. So let's go back to some more of the settings. I don't really record in slow-mo, but just in case if you guys wanted to see what settings I use for slow-mo, I use 1080p, HD, 240, high res. All right, let's move forward. I don't really record in cinematic, but if that's something that you're looking forward to, you can change it to 4K if that's something that you want to do. I had it on 1080p because I don't use it. But that is for people that want to record in cinematic. Cinematic is just basically going to be a higher resolution video, and it's going to give you that blurred background that I know a lot of people look for. All right, let's move forward. All of these settings are usually just like regular that usually come on the phone already. Moving forward, make sure that your grid is on. That's what's going to help you be the center of your photo. Make sure that your grid is on. So definitely make sure that that is on as well. And then another thing that you want to toggle on is going to be prioritize your faster shooting. So that way you're able to shoot photos a lot faster and you can shoot them just like this. When any of my friends who take my photos, I'm like, just go like this. Just click. I'd rather have a ton of different options than for you to sit there and be like my mom who takes like 5 photos and gives me back my phone. I'm like, girl, you only took 5 pictures. I need like 20 to choose from, right? Do we always need to be in the center of the grid? No, you don't want to be in the center of the grid, but it's going to help you to know where to offset. Awesome. Perfect. All right, cool. So those are most of the settings that I use. As y'all can see, nothing too crazy there. All right, let's switch over to the camera. So when it comes to the camera, as y'all can see right here, we're going to go through this really quickly. At the top left, of course, this is going to be all things flash, no flash. You have your RAW on, and you can turn your RAW off. Over here, where you guys see this little icon that looks like a sun, that is if you want to do live shots or if you don't want to do live shots. I like doing live shots because it can turn into a video piece of content for you, and you can use that for video content. So live shots just means it's going to take a photo, but it's going to capture the motion of you taking the photo. So you might have like anywhere between like a 2 to 5 second video of you taking the actual photo. So it's pretty cool. I really like the live, so I usually just try to keep it on. This top arrow, if you toggle it on or off, you can see at the bottom, it is like actually adding on some settings. Of course, at the bottom, this one is going to be all things flash. This one right here is just going to turn. I'm actually not even sure what this one is. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what that one is. I don't really use that one. This is for live. If you want that on or off, you have this one as well. This is just going to allow you to toggle on between different filters, which is pretty cool. right there. This one right here is just going to give you different types of formats. So do you want it up close? Do you want it square? Square is going to be, of course, that regular traditional Instagram size. You can do 4:3, which is going to be a lot larger. You can just choose whatever it is that you want. 4:3 is going to be basically your standard vertical photos. This plus button is just going to tell you whether or not something's going to have more or less exposure. Is it going to be as bright, or if it's not going to be as bright? And then over here, you have, of course, the timer. So that is just going to allow you to know the timer that it is that you want, if you want to have a timer or not. Down here, as you guys can see, you can do panoramic, you can do portrait, photo, video, cinematic, slow-mo, and then, of course, the time-lapse feature too. All right, perfect. So now that we have that all nice and situated, we are going to go ahead and get started with this process of us doing the live demonstration. I'm so excited. I love doing these because they are so fun, and I'm gonna need this blanket. So I am going to actually show you guys the video that we're going to be mocking and creating first, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do photos, and then we'll come back to the video, and then we'll move forward from there. So I have a whole list of stuff right here that we're going to get to tonight for the live demonstration. So let me pull up the video that we're going to be recreating together. Right here. Perfect. And I'm going to share my screen with y'all so y'all can see it. Somebody give me a 1 in the chat when y'all can see my cell phone screen again. Looks like it's still loading. All right. For e-commerce pictures, do you recommend portrait mode? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes portrait mode can take away from the background. If you're doing lifestyle, I don't recommend it. But if you're doing backdrop photos, I think it's pretty good to use the portrait mode, because portrait mode is usually going to focus in a lot more on the person and hide the background. Whereas when it comes to lifestyle, you want people to see the background because it's going to be one of those relatability components. All right, cool. Y'all can see my phone screen. So this is what we're going to be creating. But I'm not about to get in my bed. I'm going to sit on my little couch over here. So we're going to be recreating this entire video. All right, cool. As y'all can see, the first thing that he does is he's like getting out of the bed, and he like throws the actual like blanket. And then after that, what does he do after that? I think he goes to the closet. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sitting on my couch. I'm going to throw the blanket into the tripod. And then instead of me picking out a shirt out of the closet, I'm just going to be picking out a book from my bookshelf right back here. If y'all can see my bookshelf right back there. And then we'll be using that. I have my coffee mug to do exactly what he did with the coffee mug. And then, of course, I have my computer screen up here as well to do what he is doing with the computer screen. So let's watch it one more time. And we are going to do this live demonstration right after I do the photos. And make sure y'all follow him, because he does a lot of tutorials too that might help you with creating content as well. All right, perfect. Cool. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started with creating the photos first. So I'm about to get up and go and get my tripod, and I'm going to show you guys how I create my photography content and how I edit my pictures with no makeup on first. And then we're going to get into the video demonstration. Give me a 1 in the chat if you are ready for the demo, because I know that is like what everybody came here today for. Like, I want to see how you do it, Treya. Like, what is the behind the scenes like? Show me. So let's go ahead and get started. So hopefully y'all can still see me. I am going to get my tripod right here. And then I am going to get my little mouthpiece that I have right here. So I just use this little mouthpiece that I just got from Amazon. real cheap. I think it even came with this tripod. So we're gonna put this on here. And if you guys want the link to any of the equipment that I use, you can click the link in my bio and go to my Amazon storefront. Everything is already in there. So we're gonna go through and put this on here. I'm gonna get my cell phone and we're gonna put that on here. And we're gonna take our own photos. So I'm gonna let y'all see me taking my own photos. I'm gonna share my phone screen again, and y'all will be able to see the behind the scenes of me taking my photos. And don't mind my office, y'all. This is a working office. I work in here, so it's a little junky today, not gonna lie to you. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get this started. So I'm not gonna be posing for real. This isn't going to be like an actual real life photo shoot. I just want to take the pictures so that way you guys can see the different apps I use. And you can also see how I use the editing features as well. So we are going to go to the app called Lens Buddy. That is the app that I use whenever I am creating photography. The reason why I like to use Lens Buddy, you guys, is because you do not need a remote. Lens Buddy is going to create all of your content and capture all of your content without you having to use that remote control. So what Lens Buddy is going to do is it's going to automatically snap all of your photography for you over and over and over again. So what I like to do is I like to go into Lens Buddy and I go to down here right on this hand side, right here where you guys see this little timer effect. And this is where I'm going to be telling Lens Buddy how often do I want them to take my picture. So I want them to take it every 2 seconds. Are you using the same camera settings going into Lens Buddy, or do we have to set them up? With Lens Buddy, they are going to be using the same camera settings for the most part that your actual camera is already on. But you do have some functionalities here at the top where you're able to customize it. All right, so I want Lens Buddy to take my picture every 2 seconds. So we went ahead and selected 2. Right here where you guys say 10, you want to tell Lens Buddy how many pictures do we want you to take. You can tell them to take 10. You can tell Lens Buddy to take 500 pictures and you never have to move back from your camera. It's insane. I love Lens Buddy and it's free. It is completely free. So make sure y'all download Lens Buddy. For the sake of today's actual demonstration, we're only going to tell Lens Buddy to take 10 photos. So we're just going to leave it at 10. Right over here, you can go ahead and tell them, how do you want them to take it? Do you want them to take it in portrait mode? Do you want them to take it in RAW? Do you want them to take it in live? I just want them to take regular traditional photos of me. So we're just going to keep it at the regular photos. At the top, you have same settings. Do we want the flash on, off, or do we want auto? Of course, right here, you can go ahead and customize. Do you want Lens Buddy to make a sound whenever they're done doing during your photos? I highly recommend that you have a sound on there. The reason why is because you'll be sitting there posing and you don't even know when the timer is off for you to finish taking your photos. Trust me, it's been times where I've been taking photos before and I'm still posing and Lens Buddy is done capturing my 10 pictures and I'm just sitting there. So you want to make sure that you also turn your phone on sound. So on the side, you guys usually have that little switch for you to toggle your sound on and off. I'm going to toggle my sound on because I want Lens Buddy to keep it on. So I started it by accident. We're going to stop it. You can turn your grids on or off. So I'm going to turn my grids on. And then over here, you have a ton of other settings that you can kind of go through too. But for the most part, they are going based upon your iPhone settings. So we're going to keep that on. What do you guys see on your screen right now? Because I'm seeing on my computer where it says enjoying Lens Buddy. All right, so let me actually stop sharing and share again. Because it shouldn't say that. All right, let's get started. So I had to stop sharing and share it again because my screen didn't even say that. All right, somebody give me a 1 in the chat once you can see my phone screen. All right, give me a 1 in the chat if you can see my phone screen. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, cool. So let's get started, y'all. So I'm going to leave you guys right here. And I am going to go ahead and get started taking my photos over here. So we're going to go ahead and expand our tripod all the way up. And I am going to hit start, and it's going to give me a time. So that's the sound that I was telling you guys about. That is Lens Buddy letting us know that the timer has gone off. All right, cool. So now that we have our photos, I'm going to leave my tripod right here so I can show you guys how we are going to edit them. Let me see if there's any questions. OMG, I thought I was the only one who posed like that. Oh yeah, I am good for a little side smile or something along those lines. So let's go ahead and show you guys the photos. So we are just going to do Lens Buddy's little survey so they can leave us alone. And then we're going to choose right down here on the bottom left-hand corner. And we see all of our photos. So as y'all can see, we have all of my photos that I just took right here. All of my photos. I look a mess, and that is on purpose. So I'm going to show you guys how we are going to edit these pictures. So I am going to choose, which one should I choose to show you guys? I'm going to choose this one. This is a really good one right here. So we are going to go here on the bottom side where you see that little box and that arrow pointing up on the bottom left-hand corner. We're going to select it, and we're going to hit save image. So now our image is nice and saved. All right, perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open up Face app. This is the app that I use whenever I want it to look like I'm wearing makeup, but I'm not wearing makeup. That is the app that I am going to go through and use, is Face app. So we have Face app open right now, and this is how you guys are going to use Face app. I love this app, y'all, because it be times where I don't have no makeup on, but I'm like, oh, I really love this picture and I want to post it, but I look a mess. Like, trust me, we all have times like that, right? So I'm going to show you guys how we are instantly going to go ahead and add makeup, and this app is also free as well. So I like to go to the bottom and I like to hit impression. After that, the ones that I really like is Kiss. Kiss is a really good one, and Hollywood 4. Those are usually the ones that I like to use the most. So we're going to hit Kiss, and y'all about to be mind blown. All right, we got some makeup on our face already. Let me zoom in. So that looked a lot better than what it looked like. So this was the original. This was with Kiss. Now, if we turn up Kiss to 4, this is what it's going to look like. So we look like a little bit crazy. We look like almost like a completely different person. So we're not going to go with that one. Let's see what Hollywood 4 is talking about. So this is Hollywood 4 on 2. It made it a little bit natural. Let's do Hollywood 4 on 4. All right. It gave us a lot more of like a natural beat. Let's go to Hollywood 5. Boom. Now I have like a whole face of makeup on already. So we're going to go ahead and go back to 4 because I feel like 5 was just giving us a little bit too much. So we're going to hit apply. Another thing that you guys can do too with this app that I really, really like is if you feel like your hair is a little bit thin, or if you want to make your hair just a little bit fuller, go to volume and you can play around with the volume of your hair as well. So it'll make it a lot fuller. Sometimes it'll go a little crazy, so don't go too crazy with it. But as you guys can see, like it made my hair way too full. So we can go back down to maybe 2 or 1, and it'll make my hair look a little bit fuller. I think 1 is perfectly fine. Another thing you can do too is you can make your hair longer. I'm not about to do this because I know it's about to make me look crazy, but now we got long hair. If that's something that you into, I'm not about to do that one. So we're just going to keep our number 1 on volume. Next thing you can do too is go to the makeup tab. If you feel like the makeup from the actual presets aren't crazy, you can go ahead and do that. Let's see. Kalia said, I'm about to go crazy with this app. Another thing that y'all can do too is you can add blush if you feel like you want to add a little bit of blush. And what I really like about this app is it doesn't make you look insane. It doesn't make you look crazy. It doesn't make you look like you actually use the app. It actually looks quite natural and it doesn't look insane, okay? So we added a little bit of blush. If you feel like your eyebrows aren't as thick, go ahead and just add some eyebrows on there, girl. Boom. Now we got some thicker eyebrows. All right. You can go to skin. If you want to make your skin just a little bit smoother, you can do that. So now our skin is just a little bit smoother. Boom. Next thing you can do is features. If you want to make your cheekbones just a little bit higher, hey, you can make a whole new person with this entire app, y'all. So go on here, play with it. It is so fun sometimes to just see what you can do. Like the possibilities on here are really, really crazy. So there's so many different things that you guys can do there too. You can change your hair color. This one I think is really, really crazy. You can change your smile if you feel like you want to enhance your smile just a little bit more. So now it just made my smile wider. So if I go back to original, you can see my smile wasn't as wide, but this just made my smile wider. So as y'all can see there, you can do like a closed smile. All right, so that doesn't really look that great. So we just gonna go with original and hit apply. And there's so many different other things that y'all can do too. There's resizing. So if you want to resize any portion of the photo, you can go ahead and do that too. You can do retouch. If you feel like you might want to just retouch something on the photo just to kind of make it just look a little bit more smoother or anything along those lines. Like I just got rid of that little glare that was right there. So y'all see that glare under my eye? I went ahead and just smoothed that away. So now we don't really have that huge glare there anymore. You can keep smoothing it out as much as you want, and now it's gone. And then you can see I have this little shiny portion on my forehead. So let's go ahead and smooth that out. And now y'all can see how it just smoothed it out just a little bit there too. So now that made it look a little bit crazy. So we can take some off as well and hit apply. So now this is our photo. And this was the before. Let me zoom in so y'all can see the before and the after. So this is the after, y'all. This is how crazy I was looking before. Before, after. Before and after. Give me a 1 in the chat if you mind blown. Give me a 1 in the chat if you mind blown. If you about to go take some pictures right now and you finna start using FaceApp and you are never gonna be wearing makeup as often, or unless it's a special occasion and you gotta go somewhere in person, then you're gonna be wearing some makeup. Other than that, you in the house with no makeup on for your business photos. She said, I'm not wearing makeup anymore, Tajay. Unless you gotta go somewhere, if it's an event, then you good to go. Is it only for photos? I think that it is only for photos. So I would just keep that in mind. I don't think the technology is that great for them to be doing it with video content just yet. So just keep that in mind there too. So that is FaceApp. That is how I edit my photos. Another app that you guys can use too is called Facetune. Facetune is it's not gonna be able to change your makeup or anything like that, but it is gonna be valuable for you to change up your skins or anything like that. How about grainy photos? If you feel like your photos are grainy, you can use Lightroom. I don't really have a demonstration on Lightroom. I don't use it too often because I try to make sure that the pictures that I create are high quality right off the bat. So all I have to do is use Face app. But yeah, Facetune or FaceApp, basically you don't really have to use Facetune anymore. So yeah, really great apps that I use for editing photography is FaceApp and also Facetune, and Lightroom is good too if you want to, make your photos just a little bit better there as well. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and hop into this live demo of us creating this video for tonight. So I am going to be setting you guys up right over here. We're going to move you guys and we're going to put you on my laptop tripod, and we're going to move my chair. And I'm going to put you guys right here so that way you guys can see everything right there. Perfect. So the first part of the video, he was getting out of bed and he threw the blanket on top of the tripod. So I'm just going to be sitting here on my little chair in front of this window, and I'm going to be throwing the blanket at the tripod. So that'll be our first thing that we're going to go through and do. I'll probably pretend that I'm on my phone because I might actually post this. And when I post this, y'all better say, oh, I saw her make that. So I might post this, y'all. We're going to see. If it comes out good, I'll post it. But I'm gonna be just sitting here on this little chair. I'm gonna be just scrolling through my phone, and then I'm gonna grab the blanket and we're gonna throw the blanket at the tripod. So that'll be our first scene. The second scene, I'm gonna be pulling a book out of the bookshelf, but I'm gonna be putting my phone at the back of the bookshelf so that way it looks as if I'm pulling the book from in front of the phone. Y'all will see it. The third scene is him with the coffee mug sitting at the desk. We'll do that one. And then the last one is him scrolling. I'll actually show you guys the full video one more time, just so that way everybody is on the same page. So let me share my phone screen with y'all again, and let's pull up the video again as well. Let's see. Where is the video? It's under my saved on Instagram. All right, perfect. Let me mute the video. And let me share my phone screen again because we're about to get started with creating the video. Make sure that you tap into. Okay. How did I don't even know how that happened. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and hit save. And we are going to go ahead and get started with showing you guys how to do this live demo. And we're also going to be talking about how to edit the reel too. So I'm not going to just show y'all how to film it. We're going to edit it together as well. And I edit using CapCut. So let me know when you guys can see my cell phone screen. Give me a 1 in the chat when you can see my cell phone screen. I'm feeling less girly because I only wore a full face when I was 16, over 30 years ago. I love this. Perfect. This will be helpful when trying to not get makeup on my inventory. Exactly. Those of you guys who are selling clothing, definitely use CapCut because you don't have to worry about it using not CapCut, Face app, so that way you don't have to worry about makeup getting on your inventory. Do I use CapCut Pro? Yes, I do use CapCut Pro. All right, so this is the video that we're creating. He's just giving us a tutorial on how to create it right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then we have the result. All right, so y'all ready to rock and roll. We are gonna go to our regular camera, and that is what we are going to use to shoot today. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this, move my desk chair under the desk so we got enough space.
Welcome back to these things. I'm gonna be at
And put Anita on mute. I think she's not on mute. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and position it about right here. I think that's good. I kind of want to move y'all back just a little bit. And then I'm gonna move the tripod back as well, just a little bit so we can see everything. Okay, perfect. This is good. I'm actually gonna even make it lower. And we're gonna put it about right there. Let me get my shoe out of the way. Oops, sorry, Louis. All right, cool. So that looks pretty good. I don't really care for my little painting over there in the corner. So we're gonna actually move this out of the shot. I don't really like that. All right, cool. Let's see. All right, cool. That's perfect. So we are gonna go ahead. I don't know how I'm gonna throw the blanket this far, but we're gonna try to make the blanket go a little bit further. And I'm about to turn my lights on here in just a second. I didn't forget. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna have to throw the blanket kind of far. Let me see. I might have to move it up because I don't want to throw the blanket that far. I think that works right here. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we got the perfect angle. So now let's go ahead and use our lights. If y'all can see me inside of the mini little frame, these are the lights that I use right here. They are linked on my Amazon. They are basically like these LED flat lights. I got these from Amazon. They come in a pack of 2. Last time I bought them, I think they were like less than $120, maybe close to $150, but I use these for everything. And they're really great for travel too. So definitely grab y'all these lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug these up real quick. And we are gonna go ahead and get started. So we have our lighting. I'm gonna plug it up right here. We got that light, and then I'm gonna get my other one right here. And then we're gonna plug this one up. And we're gonna go right here. So we got that light on. And then we have this light on too. So now our lighting looks pretty good. I'm not in love with it. So I might just make it just a little bit more yellow. And turn down the whiteness so it just looks a little bit more natural. I think that looks a little better. We're gonna turn this one down over here, make it look a little bit more yellow so it looks a little bit more natural. All right, perfect. So we are gonna hit record and we'll worry about the edits later. So I am sitting here. Hopefully I should be able to throw my phone that far. So we're sitting here, I'm just scrolling on social media. All right. All right, hopefully that did what I needed to do. All right, I think it did what I needed it to do. So we got the first scene done. First scene is done. Do you cut your main light off? No. What do you mean by main light? What do you mean by main light? All right, so we got my room light. No. No, I keep my room light on. So now we are gonna take this off of the tripod. I'm gonna move y'all over here so y'all can see what I'm doing over here. But for this portion of the video, you guys, we're gonna use our front camera. And just like I told you guys how he was taking that video, he was taking that shirt out of the closet and then he closed the closet. I'm gonna do something a little bit different because I don't want y'all to go to my closet because it's a mess. So we're gonna just do the same thing, but we're gonna use the bookshelf. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these books over. We're gonna move these out of the way. And I'm gonna put my phone, as y'all can see, right here in the middle of the bookshelf. And then I'm gonna move these books up here. And then I'm gonna move these books right here because you gotta think about it. I know my target audience. I know my target audience likes to read. I know my target audience is entrepreneurs. So when you guys are getting ideas from all these content creators, think about how you can put your own spin on it, right? So I have my phone right there. I'm gonna hit record. And I'm gonna put it right here. And then I'm gonna take the books away. And then I'm going to look at them. And then I'm gonna put them back. And then that's gonna be the transition for the next portion. All right, so 1, 2, 3, go. All right, boom. So now we're good for the next transition. All right, so we almost done, y'all. We halfway done. So now I'm gonna flip y'all this way so y'all can see my messy desk. Let me see, somebody's not on mute. Oh, let me go ahead and it was Kendra, she got on. All right. So next we are going to do the coffee cup thing that he did. Basically, all he did was had his phone sitting just like this. And he had the coffee cup, y'all can see me still. And he went like this. And he just drunk it. So I'm gonna do that same exact thing there as well. So we're gonna hit start. Boom. So now that one is done. All right, we almost done. Y'all see, it don't take that long to record reels as long as you plan it ahead of time. All right, so this one's gonna be a little bit hard to do because I have to use tape because I practiced doing this before so I don't get in front of y'all and look crazy. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna tape my phone to the computer so that way I can get that overarching look that he did earlier. With proper planning, it's smooth sailing. Exactly. You are a pro because those 2 shots would have took me 3 hours. No, it wouldn't have, y'all. It wouldn't have. Trust me. It would not have. All right, so we're gonna get this tape. And this is the tape that I'm gonna use to tape my cell phone screen to my desk, and I need to make this look somewhat good. So I'm gonna just throw some pins up here because this looks actually a little bit messy. We'll move this old bottle cap over there. I'll add some sticky notes. Post-it notes right here. All right, cool. So we're gonna flip our screen over. And this is gonna be our view, just like he had. And I'm gonna tape my phone using this duct tape to my computer like this. And earlier I did it and it worked, so don't embarrass me now. Phone. All right, so we got tape right there. It looks like I'm gonna need another piece of tape. Hold on, y'all. See, sometimes you gotta get a little crafty when it comes to creating content. Sometimes you gotta get a little crafty because this is a lot, but I really want to show y'all that it can be done. So we're gonna get another piece of tape. There we go. We're gonna tape this side. All right, let's see. All right, cool. Now it's staying. I think one more and we should be good. All right, there. We should be good. All right, perfect. We're good. We just gotta hurry up and do it before before it moves. So, all right. So we're gonna hit record. Let's go back to the video. Y'all can still see everything. Y'all can see the actual computer, right? I'm gonna move it just like this a little bit so we can see the computer just a little bit more. And I'm gonna be sitting here typing. We're gonna hit start. So we're just typing away. I'm just gonna be typing some stuff here. We'll slide back to our other slides. That y'all can see that going. Boom, boom, boom. We're typing, typing, typing. All right, boom, we're done. All right, cool. So we got our phone back. All right, perfect. So now we are gonna go through and start editing. So let's go through the entire process of editing. Let me turn these lights off in here. Save a little electricity. These things are super bright. All right, let's get started with editing. I wouldn't think to do any of this. Love it. Yes, the flip over tripod would have been helpful. Yeah, or if I would have had like one of those tripods that was like really long. The reason I did it was because it's not a lot of space between my computer and the wall. But yeah, a big tripod and just going like that would have been good too. They said by any means necessary. Exactly. So you didn't pause the video, you stopped them. Yeah, I just stopped each video and then we're gonna put all of them together. That's gonna be the easiest way to get it done. All right, y'all, so let's go into CapCut. CapCut. This is my favorite app, y'all, when it comes to editing reels. If you wanna know what I use to edit 100, probably, I wouldn't say 100% of my reels, probably 90% of my reels, I use, not even 90%. We're gonna say 98% of my reels, I use CapCut. And if y'all see here, these are all the videos that I've used CapCut for. And a lot of these y'all have already seen on my Instagram. So what we're gonna do, I wanna give y'all a rundown of CapCut first before I start editing. And I'm using CapCut Pro, as y'all can see at the top. I have the Pro version. And the reason why is you just have a lot more functionality with it too. So right here where you see new project, that of course means that you're starting a new project, you're starting a new video. So you would click that. Over here where you see explore, CapCut has a ton of different templates that you can go through and use too. So a lot of those really trendy videos that y'all see on Instagram, a lot of them are made with CapCut, and a lot of creators are using CapCut in order to create those same exact videos. The next thing that you guys see here is projects. These are basically exactly what it sounds like, all of your projects that you've created. And at the bottom, you have template. This is really, really great for those of you guys who are using TikTok, because CapCut actually has an integration with TikTok. house storage with all of your saved projects. My storage is insane. I have to delete stuff every now and then because it takes a lot of my storage. I have to find my external iPhone storage drive. Yeah, if you guys have those iPhone storage drives, you can just hook it up on the bottom of your phone, and that'll also give you some more space. So down here, as you guys can see, there's a ton of different templates that you can use. Here's one. So you can use a ton of these different templates. And what I really like about them is they're already done. All you have to do is just change the photos in them to photos of your own. So there's a ton of different templates on here that you can choose from as well. All right, so let's get started with editing. Of course, you have inbox, which just basically means all the messages that CapCut is sending you. And then you have me, which is basically like your profile. All right, so we're going to go to edit. We're going to go to new project, and I'm going to select all the videos that we did today. Boom. We have 4 videos because it was 4 different shots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you guys through how to use this first before we start editing, because I know people are going to get a little bit confused. So at the top, you have the X, which just basically means you want to exit out of CapCut. Like you don't want to use it anymore. You want to just leave. Right here, you have the different resolutions that you can go through and save your video in. I always recommend doing your resolution to 2K, 4K, and then I do my frame rate at 60. That's the only thing I touch. Frame rate at 60, my resolution's at 2K, 4K, and then this little triangle, or not triangle, this arrow right here at the top right, that is how you would save it. So if you hit that, you're just saving it and it's exporting. It'll save into your photos. So we're going to say that we don't want to do that. So we're going to hit quit. All right. So as you guys can see in the middle of the screen, this is your videos. This is everything that we just went through and did. This little square here in the middle left, that's just basically means you want to make it full screen, or you can make it short screen. Of course, you have the play button to play it. And then over here in the middle right, you have undo, redo. So that's what those little parentheses looking arrows are. Another thing that you have that I really recommend you guys to take advantage of, and I'm so happy they have this feature now, is that you can mute all videos. So right here, I'm muting and I'm unmuting. You want to mute all the videos because we don't want the sound. We're going to put our own sound on top of it, so we don't need any of the sound. You can even do your cover if you want to customize your cover inside of CapCut already. You can save your cover while you're at it too. I think that's a really cool feature that they have as well. So I'm not about to go in depth, but I'm going to tell y'all a lot of the things that we're going to be doing. Right here at the bottom left, you have edit. These are all of the different functions that you have in order to edit. What I really recommend you guys to do if you are new to CapCut and you're trying to figure out how to really use it, go on TikTok. People do CapCut tutorials on TikTok and on YouTube all the time. You have speed, which is basically going to make the video faster or slower. You have animations because you can animate the video however you want to animate it. You have style. You can style the video so it can have like these really cool funky effects. Delete, camera tracking, volume. You can edit the size. You can crop it. So many different things that you can do on here, y'all. All right, so let's get started with editing. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the place that we want the video to start at. So I'm talking, and I finally close my mouth around right here. I'm probably not going to upload this because I don't like the quality of it, but I want to show y'all for example. I might recreate this though. So we're going to select our video. So as you can see, when you select your video, it's going to highlight the video in white, just like y'all can see here now. What we're going to do is we're going to hit split. Split is right here. So we're going to split the video. We're going to select the part of the video right here that we don't want because we want it to start right here. So we're going to select the part we don't want, and we're going to come down here and we're going to select delete. So it's going to delete that whole portion. And now the video is going to start right there. So I actually might split it just a little bit longer because I want it to be closer to the time I throw the blanket. So yeah, we're going to split it. We're going to start the video at about right here. And we're going to delete that portion because that's going to be too long for us. So we're going to keep it. It's gonna keep playing, and we're gonna stop the video right where all the blanket is over the screen. So at about right here is where we're gonna stop the video. We're gonna select the entire video, and we're gonna hit split again. All the rest of the video right here, we don't need any of that. We're gonna hit delete. Everybody with me so far? There will be a replay, because I know probably y'all like, girl, that is a lot. All right, cool. Everybody with me so far? Perfect, perfect. If not, go through and watch the replay for sure. All right, so we have the first portion of the video. What I'm actually going to do, you guys, is I'm going to speed this up. Remember what I told you guys before. You have 3 seconds to captivate your audience. So that means this first clip, I need this to be at least 3 seconds or less. It's 3.9 seconds right now, if y'all can see that. So we're going to go down here to speed. We're going to hit normal. And I want this to go a little bit faster. So I'm going to go closer to 2x. Right now we're at 1x. I need to go closer to 2x. So right now, boom, I hit it right on the head. We got it at 3 seconds. So now this entire clip is 3 seconds. So let's watch it together. Boom, right there. And now that's going to give me that transition that we want, just like the guy had. So now we're on our next clip. So just how I put the phone in the back of the bookshelf, we're going to fast forward all the way until I was just about to remove the books from the bookshelf. So we're going to move it to like right here, because I'm about to remove the books right there. So we're going to zoom it in to about right here. We're going to select it just like we did before. We're going to hit split because we don't want anything before that. Split. Select that clip that was right before it, and we're going to hit delete. So now let's watch the whole thing over. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, wasn't that a smooth transition, y'all? That was smooth. Like, let's watch it again. Ooh, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Okay, cool. So now we're going to play this entire clip. I actually might chop this one up just a little bit. So we're going to just chop it. And what I mean by chop it is like, I'm looking at the books for too long, in my opinion. So I want to just chop it to where I put the books back on the bookshelf. So we're going to split. I'm going to find out where I want to put it back at. I think we're going to put it like right here. We'll split it and we're going to delete that portion because I don't really need that. So right here, I'm looking at the books. I'm going to actually split it again because I was looking at the books for way too long, y'all. So now we're going to start it right there. We're going to hit split again, and I'm just going to get rid of some of that unwanted footage that we don't really need. And right here, you guys can zoom in and out of the actual video too. If you want to zoom in, you can zoom out just by using your 2 fingers, just like this, in and out. So that's how you zoom in and out. So now let's play the entire thing again. Make sure that everything's smooth. Boom. All right, cool. So we have the first book going in. I'm going to actually split this again because I think that'll make it a really cool transition. And then we're going to split it again into right when I'm putting that other last book right here. We're going to split it and we're going to delete that portion. So now if I hit play, got that, boom. So as soon as I put that last book in there, as soon as it touches the phone, we need to go through right here and we are going to hit split again. And we're going to delete everything after that because we're going to go to our next transition, which is our next video with the mug. Once you delete the unwanted content, can you restore it or is it gone for good? No, you can hit undo. So right where you see in the middle, you see those 2 little icons that look like parentheses with the little arrow. Those are undo and redo. So no, it's not gone. So we're going to hit delete. So right now we're at our next clip. Right where I put the phone in the screen. I put it on there for a really long time. I remember doing this when I was filming it. So at about right here, we're going to go ahead and hit split again. And we're going to delete everything before it because that was just a bunch of mumbo jumbo that we don't need. So boom. Ooh, that's a smooth transition. Let's watch from the beginning, y'all. Ooh, that was smooth. That was real smooth. I feel like it went really fast. So we're going to go through and highlight it. And as y'all can see that little notch, if you can see that little big triangle part at the first half of the clip where you guys see that little line, we're going to hold on to it and we're going to drag it so that way we can add in a little bit more footage. I want that part to be a little bit longer. So now let's play it again. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. All right, cool. So now we got that clip. So now we're going to hit it again. We're going to hit split again. And we're going to delete everything after it because we want to get to our last clip. Delete. So now this is our last clip where I was showing you guys the typing. So we are going to actually, I want to select this and I'm going to show you one thing that you can do too, because it looks a little crooked to me. As y'all can see, like it looks like it's a little bit crooked. So we're going to select the entire clip. And what we're going to do is we're going to come to the bottom and we're going to hit edit because I want to straighten it up just a little bit. So we're actually going to hit crop. And I want to straighten this clip out. So as you can see here, you can straighten it. You can move it just like that. So I want to straighten this clip up to be at least like this. That's perfect. So then we're going to hit select. Perfect. Okay, cool. And then I am going to figure out where do I want the clip to start at? Probably when I'm like fake typing, like right here. And we're going to select it. We're going to hit split. We're deleting everything before because we don't need it. And we're going to just drag it to maybe, remember I told you guys 15 to 30 seconds is usually good. But I'm going to drag it to maybe be like 3 seconds because at this point, it's like the end of the video. So we're going to hit split again because we're deleting everything after it. And make sure it's about maybe 2 to 3 seconds. We can drag it at the bottom just like that by hanging on to the end of it and dragging it. I'll say about 2.5, 2.5 seconds, I feel like is good. And now the whole video is done. And of course, we have to go through and add sound. And I'll show you guys too what I do to add sound. Sometimes I'll go on TikTok and I just scroll on TikTok and I just save the video and then I import the video as sound. And I'll show you guys how to do that here in a second. But let's just watch the video first just to make sure everything's perfect before we add the sound. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Erica, is I'm going to extract the sound from my camera roll when I save the video on my phone from TikTok. So let's play the full video. Oh, y'all, look at that. We did a whole reel just like the guy, but we made it just relevant to our brand and our business, right? Erica said, play it again. It's showing up a little bit choppy for y'all, I think, but it looks pretty good on my phone. Perfect, perfect. All right, cool. So let's add some text on top of this. I'll show you guys how I add text on top. So at the bottom, we're going to hit text. We're going to hit add text. And we're going to just type whatever we want. Let's just say day in the life business coach. So we have our text, and I know a lot of y'all ask me where I get my fonts from. I don't be telling people because I don't want everybody content to look like mine, but y'all are in the social surgery challenge. So I'm going to tell y'all which font I use. So I usually go to style, and then I choose the first one right here. So that's going to give me the white text with the black outline. After that, I'm going to go to font. I'm going to select English, and these are all the different fonts that we can choose from. There's a ton of different fonts that you guys can go through and use. So many different fonts. The font that I use for most of my reels is called Monument Black. And sometimes they always change the order of these, so I never know where it's at. So I literally have to look very hard every single time because they always change the order because they're always adding and taking away fonts. So Monument Black is the one that I use right here. And then we are going to go ahead and just downsize it, make it smaller. And then I'm going to put it directly in the middle of the screen, like right here. Boom. Actually, I want it to go up just a little bit more. Probably about right there. About right there, I think is good. I feel like it's not centered. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have our full text. as you can see, they only added it to the first clip. So I'm just going to select all the text, do the same thing right here where you see the most part of the white, where that little gray dash is. We're going to hold on to it and we're going to just drag it all the way to the end of the clip right there. So that way it's on there for the whole thing. You can make it on there for the whole thing, or you can take it off however you want to go through and do it. I actually think that I'm going to just only leave it for the first clip. So let's just take it off for everything else. And you can make sure that it's aligned by zooming in. So as you can see here, it's not all the way to the end of the first clip. So we're going to just drag it and your phone will vibrate when it's hits right there. So now let's play the whole thing and then we're going to add some music. Boom, there we go. So we are good to go there. So now I'm going to tell you guys how I find trending sounds on TikTok. Or actually, I'm going to show y'all how I find trending sounds on Instagram, because I feel like on TikTok, it usually takes me a lot longer to find trending sounds than Instagram. So let's go ahead and move over back into Instagram. And we're going to go to the Explore page. So this is usually where I find a lot of my trending sounds. It's on the Explore page. The best way to find the best trending sounds on your Explore page is to follow people that do the same thing as you. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody else that does the same exact thing as you, they're going to be using trending sounds that you also would probably like. The best way to curate your actual Explore page is by following, interacting, and engaging with people who are in the same industry as you heavily. So on my Explore page, I'm going to get a lot of boutique owners. I'm going to get a lot of fashion girls. I'm going to get a lot of business coaches. As you can see here, I've been looking at a lot of nail design. So that's why you see a ton of nail stuff here. So let's go ahead and just go here. We're going to play the sounds. Yeah, I actually have to turn this on. Is it not playing? Can y'all hear anything? Give me a 1 if you can't hear, if you can hear. A 1 if you can hear. No, y'all can't hear nothing? Yeah, I don't know why it's not playing. Let me see. I have no idea why it's not playing. I don't know. Let me make sure. Oh, because it's on my Apple TV. We needed to play from iPhone. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me share my screen with y'all again because it went away. Yep, Kayla, that's exactly what happened. My audio wasn't shared with my phone. It was shared with my Apple TV. All right, so we are reconnecting our phone now. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Why is this taking so long? There we go. All right, cool. Y'all hear the sound now? I can't hear the sound, no? That's super weird. Yeah, I can't figure out how to do the sound, y'all, but all in all, what I usually do, I'm gonna stop sharing because we're basically done here now. I think we're done, right? Yeah, other than the sound. So basically what I'll do, you guys, is I'll find a video of a sound that I really, really like. I'll save the audio and I'll add that to Instagram. Actually, I do want to show y'all because I feel like somebody may need to see it. I am gonna show y'all. I am gonna show y'all. Give me 1 second again. I do want to show y'all this actually. I don't know why it's not letting me play the sound, but I'm going to do a demonstration and pretend like you can hear something at least. I don't know why it's doing this. She said, I need to see LOL. Thank you. Okay, cool. I got y'all. All right. So we are here. Let's say that this is the sound that I want to use right here, for example. What I'm going to go through and do is at the bottom where it says original audio, right where you see that little arrow. And that's also another thing too that y'all want to pay attention to. Whenever it is that you're trying to use sounds, if you see that little arrow, it says that it's trending. That means that it's trending audio. It's good for you to use it. So we're going to hit use audio. And we are going to actually go back to CapCut because we never saved the video from beginning. So we're going to save the video first. And then I'm going to go back to Instagram after the video is saved. Can you show us on your phone? Can you show us on your phone to the camera? What do you mean by that, Pat?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I was trying to say, instead of sharing it, mirroring it to the screen, you could just show us or let us hear it from your phone. Play the music so we can hear it out loud that way.
I'll show you. I'll do that, and I'll just flip my phone like this after we
Yeah,
ask
so we
that.
can hear the sound.
Right. I'll show that. I'll show y'all that. Good suggestion for sure. Okay, cool. So the video is now saved. We're gonna hit done because we're done editing it. I'm gonna go back to Instagram, and just like I told you guys before, this is the sound that I want to use, right? I'm gonna hit use audio because it's trending. It has 13,000 reels. That's pretty good sign. I would say if anything has over 50,000 reels, I wouldn't use it because that means it's way too heavily populated. And that also might mean that it's a trending audio that's from the past and it's not relevant to this day. So 13,000, I feel like that's pretty good. Out of all the Instagram users, there's billions of people on Instagram. Only 13,000 people used it. That's pretty good. So let's hit use audio. We're going to go to that bottom corner and we are going to select our video. Now we have our video here. And we're going to hit next. And we're going to do my little trick that I told y'all about the other day. We're going to hit the little font icon, the text icon. We're going to type a bunch of mumbo jumbo. We're going to take away the background. You take away the background at the top where you see the A with the little stars. We're going to take away the background and we're going to make it super, super tiny. Super, super tiny to the point where you can't even see it. Right there. Boom. So now Instagram knows that we're actually using their services. Do you think you have no sound because you don't have do not disturb on? I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna show you guys the full sound after I saved it. Or actually I can just hit unshare and I can show it to y'all this way. I'll show it to y'all this way. So this is the sound that I used. Why is it not playing? My phone just don't like me today. I don't know what's going on.
Girl, get back on track, regain your focus, and give the rest of this year everything you have thought.
And it's too short. That's something else that you want to pay attention to. If you want to make sure that whatever trending audio you use, that it's longer than the video that you uploaded. So the training audio that I use for this is shorter than the video. So that means the audio is gonna cut off mid video. So you want to make sure that you find audio that actually matches up with the same length or even longer than your actual original video. So it doesn't cut off. But for the sake of this demonstration, we're just going to use that one. I already showed you guys how to add the mumbo jumbo text, make it smaller so it can trigger the algorithm that we're using Instagram services. Another thing that you can do too is hit these stars right here at the screen. Hit the star. And that right there, hit those stars. And you can use different filters too, if that's something else that you might want to go through and do as well. All right, so we're going to hit next. And what we are going to do that I want y'all to pay really close attention to, that I wrote down that I really want to show you guys, is when before you upload a reel, go all the way to the bottom. Please make sure y'all do this. Go all the way to the bottom. And you want to click on where it says advanced setting. Right there at the bottom of the screen, advanced setting. What you want to do is you want to scroll all the way down. And you want to make sure, excuse me, that this is toggled on. Everybody see what that says? Right there at the bottom of the screen. Everybody see it? Upload at high quality. You want to make sure that that is toggled on. Upload at higher quality. That is how you are going to ensure that when you upload your video, that it uploads at a high quality. Y'all said, can I share my screen? Yes, I can share it. I'll share it so y'all can see it. Let's share it again. And then after I share it, I'll unshare it and then we'll play it since it doesn't want to play the audio. Let's see. I don't know why it takes so long to say it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, perfect. So we are good to go. So right here, right before you are about to upload your reel, everybody should be familiar with this screen, right? You want to scroll all the way down to the bottom. You want to hit advanced setting. And you want to scroll all the way down, and where it says data usage, you want to make sure that it says upload at highest quality. That needs to be toggled on. So that way you can make sure that your reels are uploaded in the best quality. We already saved the video in 4K, but we want to make sure that Instagram goes through and they upload our video in the highest quality possible. All right, so after that is toggled on, another thing you can do too is you can schedule your reels out if that's something that you want to do. So we can hit schedule content and we can schedule it right in here inside of Instagram too. So you don't have to use those third parties anymore. I really love this feature because I canceled my Later membership, so I don't have to use Later anymore. So you guys have that feature now as well. You can hide your like count if you want. You can do so many different other features in here as well. And then of course, all we have to do is hit share. And that is it. I'm going to save this as a draft because I might post it or I might not. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all, or I'm going to show you guys my screen.
Regain your focus and give the rest of this year everything you have got.
And as y'all can see, it stopped because the audio was shorter than a
Get
video.
back on track. Regain your focus and give the rest of this year everything you have got.
So you want to make sure you pay attention to that. All right, all right. Do you advise hiding likes and views? The reason why I hide my likes and views is for content creation purposes when it comes to brands looking at me for sponsorships. I don't want them to deny me of sponsorships because they're like, oh, she not getting enough likes, so I just hide it. So if you want to do it, you can, but I do it because of content creation purposes and sponsorship deals. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and do some Q&A. Actually, let's go ahead and do our giveaway winner first. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Actually, I'm not gonna share my screen with y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing I did yesterday because this whole screen share thing is taking too long. And we're gonna choose our next giveaway winner, and I'm gonna be contacting you guys on Friday. And that is how we'll schedule our meeting and we'll get everything situated for your content plan. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me go to my archive. And let's go ahead and get started with announcing our next giveaway winner. So we got all of them right here. I'm just going to scroll. I'm still scrolling, right? All right, cool. I'm still scrolling. We're going to scroll, and then I'm going to figure out wherever my hand lands on. Right here. What did I click on? That was me. All right, let's do it again. Scroll. Make sure I'm scrolling. All right. Right here. All right, we got our next winner, Unlocking Homes. This is Christina. She is our next winner. Shout out to Christina, Unlocking Homes. I'm assuming she might be a realtor. So shout out to Christina. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. If you are in here, I will be sending you over a DM. So shout out to Christina. Congratulations on winning the giveaway. Yesterday we had Sean. Today we have Christina. So shout out to her. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and hop into some Q&A. Go ahead and drop all your questions inside the chat. We're going to be doing Q&A until maybe about 9:45, 9:50. I'll answer as many questions as I can then, because tomorrow going to be a long, long session. So make sure y'all put the kids to bed early tomorrow, because we probably going to be on here tomorrow until maybe like 9:45, 10 o'clock. Because I want to get to all. I don't want to say I want to get to all, because I don't know if I can get to all 100 audits of y'all in here, but I'm going to try to do at least 20 audits tomorrow. We're going to do as many questions as we can get to tomorrow as well. And then tomorrow we're talking about data and analytics. And then we're also going to be talking about tools and resources tomorrow too, to make content creation easier. So let's get into some of this Q&A. I'm going to be answering questions to about 9:45. So for about the next 15 minutes, we'll be doing Q&A. All right, let's see. Where's the first question? First question I see is from Brittany. Do you upload twice? Once with also share to feed on the next with it off. Brittany, take yourself off of mute. What do you mean by this question? If you can.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I was, on the Instagram Reels, how it has that option also share the feed. Do you upload twice? Because some people say to have the also share the feed on, and then some people say upload again with it off.
So what
Hmm.
I would recommend is when you don't share it to your feed, it's only going to share it to your profile, which means people are only going to see it when they go to your profile. So just put also share the feed on all of your reels, so that way your audience can see it on your feed, and then it'll also be saved on your profile. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. All right, Cindy, we have, what are some of the basic requirements you would recommend for creating content? I basically have an iPhone and a ring light. Well, honestly, Cindy, the basic requirements is everything we've been talking about throughout the challenge. I would definitely say, like, making sure, of course, that you know whatever it is that you're creating before you create it, making sure that you understand, like, you have an entire outline. So what location are you shooting the content at? What outfit are you going to be wearing during the content? What trending sound are you going to be using? Plan it out as best as you can before, so that way when it's time for you to create it, it's just like this. Like, we just created a whole reel in probably less than 15 minutes. And the reason why it went so fast was because I planned it out before. So plan it out before, know exactly what you need to shoot. I would even make a shot list. All right, angle 1 or clip 1 needs to be right here. Clip 2 needs to be right here. Clip 3 needs to be right here, and so on and so forth. I think I even may have written it down right here. Actually, I don't think I did. I may have thrown the sticky note away, but that would be my best idea, is everything that we're discussing during the challenge, and make yourself a shot list or a clip list of every single angle you need to get to. Plan it out as best way as you can. That'll be the best thing that you can do too. All right, Samantha said that there's new. Go ahead, Cindy. Go ahead.
That was amazing information, but what I really meant was the hardware. What is there special types of lights? Because just basic stuff for people who are now starting out in creating content.
You're asking about the lights.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
should we have a mic, a particular type of mic? Yesterday you shared, I think, the sticky thing for the mirror, which is one item as well.
The link, if you click in the link on my Instagram bio and you go to my Amazon storefront, all the equipment that I use for the most part is on that storefront. So go to my Instagram account, click on where it says Amazon storefront, click on there, you'll see all the equipment that I use for content creation right in there. Awesome. All right, cool. Samantha says there's a new update from Adam. All right, cool. I gotta go see that after I get off of here. Make sure y'all are following Adam Mosery. Adam Mosery on Instagram. He's always posting the latest Instagram updates. Make sure you guys are following him. All right, let's see. Yolanda says, how do you create highlight covers for Instagram? Great question, Yolanda. I'm going to show you right now. Probably take us 2 seconds. So we're in Canva already. We're going to go home, and we're going to go right in here into Canva, and we're going to type in Instagram highlights. Highlight covers, Instagram highlight cover. Hit search, and boom, you got 1,001 different options for creating highlight covers. So many different options. And as soon as you get them, all you have to do is go on your Instagram, and it should be a plus right where your highlights are. Hit that plus, and you'll see where you'll be able to add in your covers. Awesome. Perfect. Yolanda, let me know if you have any questions about that as you get that done. How long will the replays be available? As long as you guys have the link, the replays will be available forever. As long as YouTube never shuts down, the replays will be up, and they will stay available as a private link. So as long as you guys have access to the link, try to save your link, save your emails. They will be available forever. As long as YouTube doesn't shut down, which I don't think it ever will, hopefully not, y'all will have access to the replays for forever. How can I get faster at editing? Practice, 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 practice. Sometimes it takes me like literally 2 minutes to edit videos sometimes because I've been doing it so long, especially those of you guys who did the Instagram Reel Challenge, the Real Consistency Challenge. I got so fast at editing from that challenge because I was editing YouTube videos and uploading them every single day. So I got really, really great at it. So consistency and also practicing. Dakara said, do you advise using third-party scheduling apps, Google Suite? No, I recommend using the Instagram scheduling app. That is what's going to get you the highest engagement, and that's also going to help you become more viral, and Instagram is going to notice that through the algorithm. So I recommend just using the good old Instagram scheduling app, and also it's free. You don't got to pay for later. I was paying later, what, $35 a month. Now that's $35 a month I can keep in my pocket because now I can just use the Instagram scheduler. So just use the one from Instagram.
I don't mean to cut you off. Quick question. When you said the Instagram scheduler, is that a separate app we need to download? Because I didn't see it on my Instagram.
I'll show you right here. I'll flip you can see my phone screen once I flip it. Okay, perfect. So for example, let's say we're going to go back and post that same reel we just created. At the bottom where it says advanced settings, right there, you want to click on that. And then right there, you see where it says schedule reel, schedule this reel. You see that?
Oh, I don't think mine's have that part. Is that on the personal side or on the business side?
This is on the business account.
Okay.
So make sure you're on the business account, and you should be able to see it. And then right here, as soon as I toggle it on, I can select the time and the date.
Okay. Thank you.
Let me know, play around with it tonight, and then tomorrow during our call, remind me if you still don't have access to it, and we can do some research to figure out how you can get some access to it.
Okay.
No worries. All right, perfect. All right, Jasmine. Jasmine says, do you suggest editing a ending clip instead of a CapCut logo on the end of the reel? Just remove it. So you should be able to remove that ending clip that has that CapCut logo. You can take that off. Was that what you're referring to, Jasmine? I want to make sure that I'm correct.
Yes, that's what I was referring to, because I don't know, when you gave me the review and you were saying put like a logo on the beginning, I don't know if I should add something to the end of it or just let it automatically cut off, because I normally just let my reels cut off.
Yeah, just let them cut off. That'll be the best.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right, we have Sis Modesty Israel. If my Instagram doesn't look professional, do I delete everything and start over? I don't recommend deleting everything and starting over. The reason why, sometimes, let me rephrase that. Sometimes I recommend y'all to delete everything and start over if you're now serving a new audience. Or actually, let me rephrase that. The only time I recommend you guys to take everything away and start over is if you're rebranding and you're serving the same audience. That is what I want to say. If you're rebranding and you're serving the same exact audience or a very similar audience, just delete everything and go move forward. The reason why I say delete everything is sometimes people are going to just look at your stuff and be like, oh, maybe she elevated sometimes. So sometimes deleting stuff may not even be necessary and you're just going through a rebrand. Or you want to delete stuff just because it just looks terrible and you just want to get rid of it. So I would say it just depends on your circumstances. Are you rebranding and you're serving the same audience, just delete everything and keep it moving? Or if you're serving a completely new audience, you want to start a completely new Instagram. The reason why is because your data and your analytics are going to be all types of messed up if you don't start completely over. Your data and your analytics are going to be based on your old audience, and it's not going to be based upon your new audience. So that is the reason why I say that. All right, cool. Pat says on the business page, can you use popular music since it doesn't let you use it, or do you have to use what you can find? I have a business account and I use the same popular music that you can still have access to. If you're experiencing any issues, I would definitely see if you can contact Instagram and see what's going on with your account. But I know if you are on the personal page, sometimes it doesn't let you use all the different types of music. So it just depends on whatever type of account you have. If you're using a business account, you should have access to all of the different music that's out there. All right, Angelique says, how do you put a mission statement on a post without being wordy? If you want to put your mission statement on a post and you don't want it to be too wordy, I would just put your motto and then I would put the mission statement in a caption. That's probably what I would do. So that way it's not like the whole entire post is like this big paragraph. If your mission statement is short, or shorten it, you can put it into Chat GPT and just make this mission statement shorter, make it 2 sentences, make it 1 sentence, and you can upload that as your shortened version of your mission statement. And then your longer one can be on your website. It could be on in the caption or whatever it is that you want to go through and do there. All right. Let's see. She said, no browser apps. Kayla says, Kalia, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Do you have to purchase storage for CapCut Drive to try editing on the desktop with CapCut? And it said I needed to purchase cloud space for it. That might be because you're doing the desktop version. I've never done the desktop version of CapCut before. I've only ever used my phone, so I can't attest to that. But if you are using it on your phone, I've never had to purchase additional storage. So Google around, look on TikTok, maybe see what other people are saying, but see if there's a way for you to do that. Should we save all the replays and remove them from your email? Should we save all the replays? LaShonda, what do you mean by this?
In the email that you sent with the link to get into, the class for today, there is a link that says here you can, I guess, click on and watch the replay. I didn't click onto it, so I'm thinking that you have to save it, or do we not have to save it? To like maybe your own personal drive or something like that.
What I'm gonna do, you guys, to make it easier, so that way you have access to all the replay links in one place tomorrow, or actually I'll probably do it Friday morning. Friday morning, I'm just gonna send you guys a big recap email of social surgery in general, and it'll have all the replay links in one email. So it'll make it easier. Do you think that'll be easier for you guys?
Yes.
Have all the replay links in one email? Okay, cool. I'll do that on Friday. I'll make sure that I send you guys a recap email of social surgery all together Friday, and all the replays will be in one email. So that'll make it easier for you guys to just save that one email, and then you'll have forever access to all the links. I think that'll be great. Thank you for bubbling that up. Tajay said, do you recommend a business page getting off the ground when trying to reach an audience? I start posting on my business page after it was sitting for a year. Yes, you definitely want to make sure that you are posting on your business page, because you want to make sure that you are getting your audience over there. So if you're posting more so on your personal page, you got to start migrating those followers to that business page every single day, 3 times a day. If you want to upload on your story, upload it in your feed. Follow my business page, follow my business page, follow my business page, because now you have personal contacts mixed with business contacts, and we want everyone migrated to the business page. The only time where I think that it's okay to have your business mixed with your personal is when you're a personal brand, of course, or if you're providing some type of service. So a lot of you guys probably have noticed over maybe the last few months or so, I don't really post that often on the Her Hustle Academy page. And that was a tip that my coach gave me. She's like, hey, you want to make sure that you're posting more on your personal page, because more people are going to follow you because they're in love with who Troya is. And they don't really care about, I don't want to say they don't care about Her Hustle Academy, but they don't really care about following that page more often. So that is why you guys have been seeing a lot more businessy content on my personal page. I used to not do that, instead of it being on that other page. So yes, you are an e-commerce business, Tajay. So you want to migrate everybody to that e-commerce page, because that's going to be all about the products.
Can you hear me? Okay, so you would say that's how I would get people to like go to my business page, because right now I'm posting and I'm getting no traffic. But again, I created this page like a year and a half ago, and I just left it alone. And so I'm like, a year and a half later, I'm trying to get my audience, reach my audience and have them aware of my relaunch, and it's like crickets.
You might be shadow banned because it sat for so long. So the algorithm isn't picking it back up. What I would suggest you to do, and this is a tip for all of you guys, Instagram wants new accounts to stay on their platform. So they're going to reward new accounts. So what I would suggest you to do, Tajay, is I would suggest you to make a new page, because Instagram's going to reward you because they want you to stay on the platform. And if they see that you're getting likes and comments and engagement, then you're going to stay on there longer. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So start a new page. That doesn't mean stop posting on that other one. I would still post on that one just to see if it picks back up. But I would just start a completely new page.
So the content I already posted on there, would I just start scheduling it on that new page? Okay.
Like that same, like I looked at, like, remember we looked at your content the other day. I would start with that same first post, right? Wasn't it like that video of your logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would start with that one first on that new page and then move forward from there.
Okay. DM.
I know it's like, oh my goodness, I don't want to do it, but hey, we might have to go. Let's just get it done while we're in the early stages, you know, before everything gets a little crazy. And keep me posted on that too. Let me know how that goes for you, and see if you get some more traction that way.
Okay.
All right. We already announced the giveaway winner. I was like, did we announce the giveaway winner? We did. All right, LP. Let's get to it. Is it okay to post your products when you haven't launched yet? I want to show in email subscribers versus straight to Instagram. So I wanted to show in email subscribers versus straight to Instagram. So basically you're saying that you want to showcase your products to your email subscribers first before you post it on Instagram?
Yeah, that was the reason why I created the freebie. That's the reason why I created the landing page, to try to get the subscribers to the landing page, so that way I can tell them about the products.
Right. Give me 1 second, y'all.
That's why if you go to my page, you see 0 products. I was kind of like setting the tone, but I know I need to get the products out, but I'm a little confused on how I need to do that.
Right. Okay. So what I would suggest you to do, if you're trying to figure out, is it okay to post those products when you haven't launched yet? Yes. What I would suggest is you want to do a ton of teaser content first before you show any of your customers what it is that you have to offer. You want to tease them. And I'm really great at teasing. I'm going to tell y'all a couple of things that you can do to tease. Just say a ton of times, I can't wait. This is coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. I'm working on something so dope. Y'all are going to be so excited when this comes out. Like, you want to make this sound like the best thing to hit the market. Okay. It's the next best thing since sliced bread. Your customers are only going to be as hyped up about something as you are. So talk about it a lot more before you show the product, before you ever show it what it is. Talk about what you're working on. Do a ton of those types of content that I showed you guys too, LP, about, like, you know, you have your tripod over here. You're working on the computer. You're going crazy. You're showing a bunch of behind the scenes of whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you're storing your inventory. Whatever it is that you need to do to build hype, buzz, and anticipation is what you want to go through and do before you show them any type of product. Because now everybody's eyes is glued. Like, oh my God, what is she doing next? What is she doing here? And that's going to also build you a lot of traction and engagement before you even launch the business. So I would say, yes, it is okay to show your products before. I would only show my products about 7 to 12 days before I launch my brand.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. All right. Angelique says, are simple logos better, or a logo should include my brand colors? You can still have a simple logo that includes your brand colors. So definitely make sure that you guys do that. I'm sorry, y'all. Louis is going crazy. I don't know what he eating, but hopefully he is okay. Stop it. Okay. My goodness. All right. Kirsten says, is it possible to build an audience and have 2 different niches? For instance, I have a hair extension as well as a press-on nail business, and I've been promoting them both on the same page. Should I separate them? Yes, 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 yes. That is 2 completely different audiences, press-on nails and also hair extensions. I always give you guys the example of the Kardashians, Kylie Jenner, and also Rihanna. Rihanna has Fenty Beauty. She has Fenty Skin. She has Savage X Fenty. I think she has some type of sunglass line now and a fashion line. She had all these businesses. And guess what? They're all on different websites. They all have different Instagram pages, and they all reach different audiences. So you want to think about that too. They all have different LLCs. They all have different business bank accounts. They are all completely different businesses. I would really recommend, Kirsten, because I struggle with this and I don't want you to be like me. Focus on one business at a time. Don't try to launch multiple. And that was another reason why I got really bad burnout when I had Wanted Wardrobe at the time, was because I was trying to do Wanted Wardrobe and I was trying to coach. The reason why I stopped Wanted Wardrobe, because God was like, girl, you know how to build businesses in your sleep. If you want to build another boutique, you can build another boutique later on, but there's so many people who need your help and who need your services, which is why all of you guys are here now, so I can help people build their brands as well. I can always start another brand, right? So you can always start either the hair brand later, or you can always start the nail business later on. But I would really focus in on one. I'm going to be honest, because if you put your eggs in too many different baskets, something going to lack. Something's going to lack. So I would focus on one brand. All right, we're going to answer 3 more questions and we are going to wrap because it is getting closer to 10 o'clock. All right, Alicia says, what are some content suggestions that you would have for a travel apparel brand that wouldn't be too much travel, that wouldn't be too much travel and not enough product? Alicia, take yourself off mute. Let's talk about it. I'm confused on that last part. Go ahead.
Because good evening. So my issue is that I have a travel brand, like t-shirts, hoodies, but I feel like I was doing a lot of like travel tips because I didn't want to be too salesy and just have shirts all day. But then I felt like it was too much travel tips and not enough shirts. So I'm like struggling with like the balance.
What I would suggest is find a day or 2 out of the week that you share travel tips, and then every other day you're only sharing about the product. Because if you're sharing travel tips every single day, people gonna start knocking at your door and think you're a travel agent, and they're gonna want you to book some trips for them. So let's go through it. Maybe let's do like Tip Tuesday. Every Tuesday maybe is when you do your travel tips only, and then every other day of the week you're promoting the product. Does that make sense?
That does. Okay. Thank you.
No problem, Alicia. No problem. All right, we got Brittany. Brittany says, should small or new businesses pay for Google Analytics? How long should Reels be? I do not think that you guys need to pay for Google Analytics right now. Let's just use the free analytics that we have, our social media data in our analytics, and also our Shopify data in analytics. Just use those free ones for now. Once you start getting bigger, once you start running ads, that's when you want to start getting into Google Analytics. I don't think that it's necessary for you to pay for it now, because a lot of us aren't even using SEO to our advantage to even have those Google Analytics even. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't suggest it right now. She also said, how long should Reels be? I try to make sure that my Reels are no longer than 30 seconds. People got short attention spans. 30 seconds or shorter. My sweet area is 15 seconds. 10 to 15 seconds, that's perfect. If you can. 30 seconds is like max. All right, I'm going to answer 2 more. All right, we got Angelique and we also have Latika. Everybody else, if I did not get to your question, write it down. We're doing a long Q&A tomorrow night. So we are going to make sure that we get to everyone's question. Should all content include products in some type of way? Yes, you can do it subliminally though. So for example, if I'm doing like a really fun dancing TikTok, I might have my outfit on, but the focal point of the video is of course me dancing, but subliminally I'm promoting the product. I'm promoting my outfit, right? Or for example, I might be doing one of my little driving reels that I like to do. You guys have seen those on my Instagram before where I'm just driving. And I'm selling sunglasses, for example, and I have the sunglasses on. So I'm subliminally marketing my products, but that's not the main focal point of the video. So I would say, yes, all of your content does need to have your products in it some way, somehow, because you don't want the attention to not be on your products and to be on something completely different. But you can subliminally and put it inside of your caption. So even though the video isn't about the product, you can still market the product inside of your captions. That was a really great question. All right, Latika, our last question of the night. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm launching an online-based store in Jamaica, more like a variety store. How do I market since I'm not focusing on one product or a specific niche? It is more of like a mini Target or like an Amazon. What I would suggest, this is not my area of expertise, but I'm going to give you my suggestion. Is if you're trying to launch, well, you said it's an online based store in Jamaica. So it's, I would say that you have to be really, really clear on what types of products it is that you're selling. I would definitely say that you need a niche, to be honest. Because Amazon started from somewhere, Target started from somewhere, Fashion Nova started from somewhere. So I would at least give yourself a niche, but you can still sell a variety of products in that niche. So for example, if it's hair, you can do so many different things with hair. It can be combs, it could be weaves, it could be dyes, it could be tools, hair tools. I still feel like you need a niche, and you can still sell a wide variety of different products within that niche. But I would definitely say you need a niche. The reason why is because if people don't know what to buy, they're not going to buy nothing at all. That goes for everybody listening to this. If people going on your website and you got too much stuff, they don't know what to buy, they're not going to buy nothing at all. Think about it. Whenever you go into like a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx, those stores sometimes give me a headache because I'm just flipping through stuff. I don't even know what to buy. It's so much stuff in here. Right? You don't really go to like a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls when you're trying to find something specific. You go in there when you just want to browse, right? And you don't want people to go on your site just to browse. You want them to buy something, right? So you want to think about it like that. Similar to like a thrift store, right? You just scrolling through stuff all day, racks and racks and racks of stuff. If we don't know what to buy, we're going to just leave and not buy anything at all. So hopefully that was helpful for you, Latika. Hopefully that was helpful. All right, ladies. That is all that I have for you guys tonight. Tomorrow is going to be long. I want to get to as many questions as I can. So we might be on here to about 10:30, right? This is the social surgery challenge. Y'all, social media needs some surgery. It is sick and tired of being sick and tired. So we got to make sure, I'm going to share the homework. I didn't forget, Brianna, that we are good to go there. So let's go ahead and share the homework, and let's go ahead and get into the homework for tonight, because the homework for tomorrow is really fun, y'all. I am excited to show y'all the homework. All right, so let's go and let's find the homework right here. All right, so this is the homework for tonight. And let me share the workbook for y'all because I added it to the workbook. So refresh y'all's workbooks because it's in there. All right, so we are now on chapter 3, which is basically top 10 social media tips. There's not really anything for you guys to do inside of chapter 3. I just want you guys to just read this and just reiterate it back to yourself. So I gave you guys 10 of the top social media tips, growth tips, that is. So you have that inside of chapter 3. And then in chapter 4, I want you guys to outline how you're going to be using the Captivate method. We talked all about the Captivate method earlier. So C stands for creativity. A stands for audience. P stands for persuade. T stands for the buyer's journey. I stands for identity. V stands for variety and value. A stands for a story. T stands for timely. And E stands for effective. So there's questions on all portions of this inside of the workbook that I want you guys to do tonight for homework. So that is your homework inside of the workbook. Now, your additional homework that is outside of the workbook is tonight we got another reel. Who's excited? I want everybody to participate in this one because we didn't get as much participation from the other one. So I need y'all to participate in this one, okay? So tonight, I need you guys to post a reel in the next 24 hours using the audio. And you guys have probably seen this audio before, this trending audio. And all you have to do in order to find this audio is go on TikTok and just type in, I love this question, I think. You will find the audio, I promise you. Type it into TikTok. Don't type it into Instagram. Type it into TikTok. I love this question, I think. Just type that into TikTok. You'll find the audio. And I'll play it for you guys so that way you know what to listen out for. But what I want you guys to do is there's an audio where it just says, I love this question, I think. And then put read caption. On your post, put read caption, and you want to answer the question inside of your caption. The question that you guys want to have on the screen is the top question your target audience is going to ask you about your product and ask you about your service. For example, I'll use Tajay's brand because I'm pretty familiar with her brand. One of the top questions Tajay's audience might ask her is, how do I jump back from postpartum depression? How do I get my, not postpartum, postpartum. How do I get my groove back from postpartum depression? Or how do I dress now that I'm exiting postpartum depression? That might be her question. So it will say, I love this question. The question will pop up on the screen and she'll say, I think, and then it'll say a read caption. And she'll answer the question inside of her caption. That is y'all's homework for tonight. We've been talking all about problem solving, right? That's the best thing that's going to help y'all with content creation is problem solving, problem solving, problem solving. So you want to make sure that you are good to go there. All right, so I'm going to show y'all the video. And I'll play the audio too so y'all can hear it.
Oh my goodness, I love this question. I think.
So I'll play it again.
Oh my goodness, I love this question. I think.
So as you guys can see, what she did was she knows her target audience. Where can I find everyday outfit inspiration? She shares outfit inspiration on her channel. So she put the question on the screen, but what I want you guys to do is put read caption on the screen too. So that way they know to go to the caption to read the answer to the question. So that is an example. You have another.
Oh my goodness, I love this question. I think.
So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to just insert this link inside the chat so you guys have the exact sound. So look inside the chat. I just put the exact link as well. Erica said she did this one already. Erica, do another one. What's another question your audience asks you? Do another one. I'm going to play another one, another video, so that way y'all can have two different examples. Here's another.
Oh my goodness, I love this question. I think.
So that's the next one.
Oh my goodness, I love this question. I think.
She said, how can we download the audio from TikTok? Once you're on TikTok, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna share my screen too. Y'all might not be able to hear it now, but I'm gonna show it to y'all. So that way you'll be able to see it. All right. So let's go to share screen. And shout out to all of y'all who are still on here because a lot of people done dropped off. We started with like 100 people. And shout out to all of y'all that's still on here. I love it and I appreciate y'all for being on here still. All right, so we just waiting for it to load. Let me see if there's any other questions inside of the chat. Let's see. What hashtag do we put? Put social surgery challenge as the hashtag. What would be a good way for a content creator to use this? Maybe how to choose a restaurant. Yeah, you can do how to choose a restaurant. Or like, what is the best wing spot in the city? Oh my goodness, I love this question. That's a question that people would probably ask you. Or like, what's the best Mexican restaurant? Oh my goodness, I love this question. And then boom. Or like, what's the top restaurant to visit in Tampa? Boom. That's the question, the answer to the question. All right, cool. Let's go through and let me share my screen with y'all because it said it failed. She said, girl, we're here to learn and get busy. I know that's right. I know that is right. I know that's right. I love it. All right, y'all. Let's see. It is taking forever. Okay, y'all can see my screen. LP, can you give me a head nod if you can see it? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right, cool. So as y'all can see, I already went ahead and typed it in. And you can see a bunch of different people creating the same exact one here. This is the one we just watched, right? From this girl. If you guys want to save the audio, all you have to do is hit this little arrow at the bottom where it says 5. You want to hit that arrow and you want to hit save video. Save video. Boom. So now it's saved. And if you want to use it, we're going to go into CapCut. I'm going to use that same video that I showed you guys earlier that we used as an example. So if I want to use it, now that I saved the audio, we're going to go to add audio on CapCut. We're going to go to extract it right there at the bottom, extract it. And we're going to select the video and it's just going to take the audio. So now when I play it, and then now it's already on there. But please make sure y'all take that little TikTok sound out. Like you hear that little boom at the end. Take that sound out so people don't know that you got the sound from TikTok. All you have to do is select it, hit delete where it says, hit split, and then delete it. And now it'll just stop it. So now you're good to go. All right, perfect. All right. I am laughing at Jasmine's comment, y'all. She is hilarious. She said, y'all hit a lick with this course. $17. Most of y'all paid $17. If you came in the early bird, y'all paid $17. Everybody else paid $37. $37 is still great for this course. So y'all, this is really, really good. And I'm happy that y'all are enjoying it because I put a lot of work into this challenge and I'm so happy that y'all are enjoying it. So that makes me feel good. All right, y'all. So that is the homework for tonight. I want everybody to upload their questions. Everybody upload their questions. Everybody upload their questions. Everybody upload their questions tomorrow. I want to see at least 50. We got 70 people in here. I want to see at least 50 posts tomorrow. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're gonna have your post ready tomorrow. Give me a 1. And guess what I'm about to do? I'm recording everybody who put a 1. All y'all said y'all gonna do it, right? We executing, right? We executing. Don't stop putting y'all ones now because I took the phone out. Don't stop putting y'all ones in here now. Keep putting your ones. All right, perfect. So tomorrow at about 6 o'clock, right before we start day 3, I'm gonna check and I'm gonna see at least 50 people did they post, right? All right, perfect. I'm holding y'all accountable, just like Jasmine said. Not Tajay talking about she about to delete her comment. No. We executing now. We executing. So I got a whole video right here. So let's see who we got. We got D said she gonna do it. Tasha. We got Maya. Kyra said she up for it. Let's see. Brianne J said she up for it. Aaliyah. We got Regina in here. LP talking about yikes. And then put a 1. We got Kiara in here. Etta said she's going to be participating. Angelique. All right, perfect. So I got a whole video. So I'm going to see at least 50 of y'all participating in tomorrow's homework challenge. So that is all that I have for you guys tonight. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I love what I do and I can do this all night. But I got to go to bed because I got to show up for y'all again tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. And I got another surprise for y'all tomorrow. We got another giveaway. And it's an additional giveaway to the giveaway additionally. So make sure y'all are tuned into it. And it will actually, I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek since everybody want to leave. It was 100 people in here. Now we only got 70. I'm going to be giving away a content creator pack. So if you need lighting, if you need equipment, if you need the little sticky thing on the back of my phone, we're going to be giving away all of that tomorrow. So y'all got a little sneak peek into tomorrow's giveaway. So that's all I got for y'all tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. How do you participate in the giveaway? I'll announce it tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Last day tomorrow. It went by too fast. I'm kind of sad about it. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.